Kia ora, hello, no mai, haere mai, and welcome in NZNBL action round 6 here on Sky Sport. It is the Sky Broadband Rapid League. The Franklin Bulls tonight hosting the Southland Sharks. I'm Maya Williamson here alongside the one, the only NBL vet himself, Lindsay Tate. Hello, Lindsay, welcome.
Kia ora, Maya. Appreciate you having me. Looking forward to some Easter hoops this evening.
Yeah, happy Easter weekend to all those watching. What better to do on your Easter weekend than a bit of hoops? Big scenes here tonight in Pukekohe. The Franklin Bulls coming off a win the other night against the Otago Nuggets, and the Sharks both not tipping that top 6 standings. Nelson Giants, of course, standing true at the top of the Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder.
Hot start for Nelson. Dropped one in the last one, though, so we'll be looking to bounce back.
Notoriously a good Rapid League team, the Nelson Giants. And if we head to the second half of that standings there, the Franklin Bulls with only 3 wins and the Sharks sitting near the bottom at 2 wins, Lindsay. So kind of a desperate win for both teams tonight.
Yeah, both of them be looking to get that bench going here heading into the big game. So looking forward to this one this evening.
Take a look at both squads. Starting 5 for the Sharks: Ledger, Ramage, Burtonshaw, Cooper and Collier. Collier standing at 6'10", I believe. Going to be a good battle with him and Casey Noir for tonight.
Yeah, a couple bigs in there, and also Tukaha Cooper, a shifty wing guard from up north. So looking forward to watching him operate shortly.
Yeah, well, we spoke about him before. Cooper averaging 23 minutes in the NZNBL. So, you know, he's going to have to be careful how much burn he's getting tonight in the Sky Broadband.
Yeah, Tukes, you know, coming off a really solid year last year with the Tuatara, and then change of scenery here down with the Sharks, so looking to establish himself, so finding that balance between here and the big game coming up afterwards. So look out for Tukaha in this game this evening.
Indeed, and there they are, the Franklin Bulls, the hosts tonight, in their signature lavender. Jones, Vano, Coca Gray, Noir and Anderson. Marcel Jones, 39 years old, playing Sky Broadband Rapid League.
Yeah, the evergreen Marcel Jones, and KC Nafora is definitely one that I'm looking forward to watching this evening. Just the energy and athleticism that he brings, and he's been lighting up the Rapid League, so he's one to keep an eye on right here, number 23.
Yeah, he's been great, 7.3 points a game and almost 7 rebounds in Rapid League. He's just dominating.
He's putting numbers on the board, and really like what he does blowing up on balls as well defensively.
You just see there the Bulls coming off a win, the Sharks off a loss, and very similar in terms of stat categories.
Yeah, they are getting up the same amount exactly of shots per game, and Harry Coca Gray and Burdenshaw, the 2 top scorers right now to watch out for. Harry, a product of Mags, so shifty guard as well.
Yeah, he's been great, taking a massive step up in his development with Franklin. Match officials for tonight: Mikey Graham, Sam McFadden and Michaela Sharp. Mikey Graham been coaching all day at the Easter tournament for Harbour, and now he's put the Barcard official shirt on.
Yeah, good on him, man. That's a real servant right there, you know, coaching the youth all day and then come referee the big boys in the evening. So good on you, Mikey.
And here we are underway. Easter weekend hoops. We'll fix that Sky Broadband scoreboard, and we're underway with a 3-point shot from the corner straight away from Burdenshaw.
Yeah, nice play there for Burdenshaw. Got him a wide open look from the corner to start the game.
That'll be the Bulls' first taste of offense in their home gym. Coca Gray, keep your eye on him. The Bulls' Sky Broadband Rapid League leading scorer off the back of Will Ledger.
And he likes to set up with those rejects, Harry, like you've seen there, and come back off the screen, so keep an eye on that with him.
Anderson to inbound. Keep an eye on this big battle. Vano, the little running floater. Oh, he never misses those.
That was beautiful. You could see they went under that screen and Casey twisted it, and Christian came back and got into that pocket for that beautiful little floater runner. It's one of his better shots that he's got in his package.
Sharks will look to open their bank account. Tukaha Cooper, keep your eye on him.
There's that show there by Casey, just stunting and blowing up that on ball. Love that activity from him.
And a foul called against Coca Gray. Tukaha just a little too strong. We'll back down. He'll head to the Chemist Warehouse for 2.
Yeah, Tukes out of Te Tai Tokero up north, strong off 2 feet. Really like that, playing out of the post, and he'll get rewarded with a couple of free throws here.
Just 22 years old, but a few years in the league now. A couple of years with the Jets, and then the last year with the Tuatara.
Aye, all the way from Whangarei boys, helped them qualify and get to some places they hadn't been to for a very long time, so bright future for Tukes.
Yeah, definitely won't be the last year we'll see him in the Souths NBL. There goes Anderson. Will Ledger finally gets the steal to go, and in transition goes Dane Burtonshaw, their leading scorer. Sharks now up 1. Vano likes this two-man action with KC. Here he goes again, attacking the big man and finishes over the 6'10" Collier.
Yeah, and they're playing out of that since high school at Rotorua boys, Christian and KC, so real effective playing out of that wing drag on ball.
Tukaha stops, pops, and can't connect off the back rim. Bulls will push now.
This is where Harry's tough in transition. He's got those crafty little Euro steps and draws the foul there. He'll get a couple of free throws.
He's very shifty, right downhill, so good at attacking that hip.
He is Harry and can play off either side of his body, left hand, right hand. So real talented youngster, come a long way in a short time.
He is the Bulls' leading scorer as well, 7.5 points a game.
Right, you said those uniforms are lavender, Maya?
Is that right? Is that what
they look great.
Yeah, where does the purple come from though? You know,
I'm not sure.
Black and yellow, and all of a sudden they got purple uniforms on.
I'm not sure. They look great though.
Yeah, nice stripe. Probably one of my favorite Rapid League stripes, I think.
Aye. Splits at the line there, Harry.
Bulls still up 2.
There's Casey.
Oh man, there he is.
Making me look good, big fella.
And flying in transition as well, Casey Noafor. Get used to that name.
And not only is he out there blowing up that on ball, he gets the steal and gets the throw down. Peyton Hughes here checking in. Number 2.
Oh, well, Legia hits everything. Can't sink it.
Great kick here by Christian, I like that.
Again, the Rotorua connection. Anderson. Not on balance, but draws the foul. Head to the Kim House for 2. He's great going downhill as well.
Yeah, Zion, product of Rosmini, real athletic whānau, and like you said, a wing, big kind of slasher, and great getting to the ring, so tough playing downhill. Couple of free throws, spending a lot of time at the line here, the Bulls early in this first.
Oh, they're a great downhill team, proving to be a little difficult right now for the Sharks to guard. A lot of options within this Franklin offense. There is that one, a 9-3 lead for the Bulls now. The Sharks will look to close it here. Burtonshaw and Pukekohe, the top scorer matchup.
It's a little bit of extended pressure by the Bulls off the free throw.
Oh, textbook basketball from the Sharks. Collier though, all air. Ledger, the athletic rebound. Just a couple bunnies.
Great work on the O boards there, couple of O boards, extra possessions.
Webster, the give and go.
Oh,
Noafor says no.
See that one coming. Casey, glass cleaner.
Oh, the Bulls, they cannot finish the possession that Casey started. But wow, what an athlete.
Man, great energy on the defensive end by Casey, you know, and sparking the offense at this end. So just what the Bulls have ordered heading into this one. Making a big impact, and I think they'll need a little bit of that coming up in an hour or so as well, the Bulls, for their bigs.
Yeah, absolutely, some big man matchups tonight against the Southland Sharks. Nice little runner there from Peyton Hughes. An array of scoring from all the Franklin Bulls tonight.
A little baby hook there.
That's nice.
Great touch. Comfortable playing here at home in the Stockyard.
Ramage from the corner. The Sharks finally find something to go for them. One of their easier positions. Hughes again, finds Noafor.
It's a great read by Peyton. Probably just wanted to put that one up for KC. Didn't want to reach down low for it.
Kerry, stalwart of the Franklin basketball community. Yeah, there it is, like you said. A lot of contact on that one. Casey won't finish, but it's a great find if you're the Bulls.
It is. Catches in the smile is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Bulls.
Been a pressure here for the Bulls as well, making it difficult for the Sharks. Riley Snow, that Southland connection gets mauled below the ring.
And it was a great little find there. I think it was Quake Webster that threw that pass down the pipe there.
Shot clock inside the game clock. Goes Burton Shaw again. Oh, tough finish at the rim.
He absorbs the contact and just finishes through with a little pump off the glass to cut it to 3 here.
Yeah, back in touching distance. The Bulls will have the last possession of the quarter. Coca, great. Well defended by the Sharks, so they'll finish the quarter trailing by 3, 11-8, but more encouraging signs at the tail end of that quarter.
Yeah, well defended, but I think it was a little bit of kind of not being aware of the shot clock there for the Bulls coming down late. But as you said, Maya, great into the quarter for the Sharks. Stop the bleeding there and cut this lead to 3 heading into the second quarter.
Encouraging signs, though, for the Bulls, who have 11 points, but a spread of scoring. Vanna with 4, Coca Gray with the 1 free throw, Casey and Anderson 2 apiece, and Hughes with 2 off the bench. If you want to get any large pizza tonight for your Easter weekend treat, 25% off. You can scan that QR code or use the online code SALSDISH25. It's a pretty good deal for your Easter weekend. Treat the whānau.
Great.
Yeah, that looks nice.
On the way home for
well,
Easter.
Scan that QR code, bring it home to the fam.
Get a deal. And Casey, he's really impressed me again early. His defensive energy, athleticism, getting out and blowing things up and turning that into offense for this Bulls team. Something for them to definitely piggyback off moving forward.
Of course, Sky delivering all the deals. Sky Broadband and Fibre started from $50 a month for the first 12 months. Head to the Sky Broadband website or call 09525 5555. Yeah, so good to have Casey playing as a Kiwi this year. No longer restricted by him counting as an import, so it's been great. And I think for him, he's been grinding away for years and years. Good for him to finally get his chance as a Kiwi.
Yeah, and played his schoolboy hoops here as well, so great to see him have the opportunity to play in this pro league as well without any restrictions.
How good was he in high school? Just dominated everyone.
Yeah, he was a problem.
Anderson slithers his way through and earns himself another trip to the Chemist Warehouse. Man, he's so good when he gets downhill. It feels like every time he's going to the free throw line.
Yeah, he can just get into the body and seeks contact and forcing the referees to blow on that whistle, so putting them under pressure right now.
There is the first as Zion Anderson out of North Harbour. With the Tauranga Whai last year.
I followed Matt Lacey down there, coached him in high school.
Franklin, great development program they have. As you can see, many young talent here in Pukekohe. Speaking of young talent, Kaha Cooper leaves that one short.
Casey with the rim protection there, just making that tough for Tukes. Great one more.
Yeah, Vano in the corner, he's dangerous. Can't get that one to go, Vano, but a great look for the Bulls.
You can see there, just Casey's on their mo boards again, so definitely not saving himself for later.
Yeah, he might need some serious minutes off the bench for tonight's matchup. 2-6-8 boys for the Sharks.
Some big boys from the south. I like the way that Harry's getting up the court here, short game, and just applying a bit of ball pressure, eating into the shot clock a little bit.
Sharks looking for their first bucket of the quarter. Will it be through Collier? Or Webster now releases one from 3. That's good.
We'll take it.
Heavily contested from range for Webster. Slight technical difficulty, sorry, we're back.
I like that by Christian playing up high, as we spoke to earlier. And Casey's managed to gather his feet and finish inside for the easy 2. Playing off that on ball on the wing there, Maya's really effective for the Bulls with those 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Casey very hard to guard in that pick and roll. So athletic, a long reach is Kaha Cooper. Likes that back down game.
He does, and he's strong down there too, because he likes that matchup, playing off 2 feet, getting to that left shoulder, the right hook.
Ball swinging. Anderson in the corner. Oh, the Bulls scoring from all accounts.
I like the way they're trusting each other, the Bulls, and making that one more pass, the hockey assist, and a lot of really good looks from corner 3s right now. Ooh.
Oh, great O-board there from Snow off the Burton Shaw 3.
Myself thought he took a little push in the back there. Oh.
Oh, no one there.
The blind steal.
Yeah. I love when your back does all the work, eh?
Christian trying to get into this on ball again.
Yeah, he likes that 2-man game with Casey, Marcel Jones now. Welcome to Redmond League, Marcel Jones.
He's kind of raised up out of nowhere there, Marcel, and knocked him down. It's a big hit.
Yeah, back-to-back triples for the Bulls now. 21-13 the lead. They're up 3 at the quarter time. Have come out exploding in the second quarter. Marcel Jones, a 39-year-old, still getting amongst with the young boys. That was a tough take there from Amaj.
Great take. Straight lined him. Athletic finish at the ring. Still playing off these on balls out of the wings here, the Bulls.
Well, starts it from Peyton Hughes, but blocked away. That was Burtonshaw getting it done on both ends of the floor. There he is, drawing a foul.
And similar to the Bulls, turning their defense into the offense there. Great contest and get to the line here for a couple. Stop the bleeding. Get your defense set.
If you like these lavender uniforms from the Bulls, you can scan that QR code and get amongst yourself. Team merch online now at Sterling Sports. The City Edition Rapid League uniforms. Not bad from the Sharks too. Classic old school look, kind of.
Yeah. Not sure what color is that? Maroon? Maroon? Okay.
Something like that. Looks like a little darker than maroon. Yeah. Maroon and red.
It looked good though.
It looks nice.
Will Ledger checking back in.
Yeah, he's been a great addition to the Southland Sharks team as well, getting a good bit of burn in the NZNBL too, as Burtonshaw splits those.
Very great mullet.
Always.
Great tips.
The only argument is it better him or Brody? Coca Gray from 3 leaves that one short. Oh, KC into the Pukekohe physiotherapy core flute.
And I like that by Harry, that he shot that, he fought for his feet and let that thing go. That's the next part of his game, the next evolution, you know, great driver and really crafty, but being consistent from the perimeter. Good D by Peyton Hughes there, guarding his yard, locking up.
Yeah, Burtonshaw had nowhere to go. Has more of an advantage this time.
Great D by Harry Coca Gray as well, your guard walling up at the rim.
Bulls opting to slow it down now. Coca Gray finds Hughes. That's deadly for Hughes. Oh, it's raining.
Yeah, and he can shoot that thing, Peyton. Did not look like missing at all. Really comfortable playing at home here in the Stockyard.
The Bulls 3 from 6 from beyond the arc so far.
That'll do it, 50% from the tray ball.
It's not too bad.
Not bad at all. Tukes looking to take advantage of this post-up again.
He likes that. Strong despite his size, but gets blocked away by Coca Gray. He's done a good job, like you said, guarding his yard these last couple of possessions.
I like that by Tukes. It'll be nice to see the Sharks get some weak side cutters come through and help them out there, and they can get some additional looks off that little post-up ducking.
Final position here, flare screen for Hughes. KC from deep. Yes, sir.
Casey can shoot that thing, man. You give him time and space and let him line it up. That didn't look like missing at all.
Not at all. And off the back of a frenzy of scoring for the Bulls, they go into this halftime mark leading 27-16. Was there a player timeout called,
was a player timeout there late by the Sharks.
Nah, our man's gone straight into halftime already.
Those are some great numbers right there by the Bulls.
Yeah, great spread of scoring.
Great spread of scoring.
I'm sure we'll get to this in a second, but I do believe there was a player timeout called, so we will have...
Great ball fake there that they threw us on that player timeout.
Yeah, I was ready for halftime, eh?
They got us all there.
Sold it all the way.
They better score off this play.
Yeah, oh my God. 2 seconds on the clock here. What can they draw up out of their BNZ player timeout? A turnover, sweet. And nothing will come.
I thought he had Will Ledger on the slip there. He's talking to Tukes about that, so not a bad little play.
So finally, we'll head into halftime this time for real, the Bulls. 27-16, and what a spread of scoring it's been for these Bulls, guys. They've just got offense everywhere.
They are inside and out right now, you know. Casey's eating around the rim, and they're shooting really well from the three-point line, so a lot of problems for the Sharks going into halftime.
Gosh, there's not a lot of answers they have at the moment for the Bulls, who are on form at the moment. Casey Noir with 7 points and 2 rebounds. And a big block in there as well.
Yeah, and even the stuff that they're not blocking, they're rim protecting great right now, the Bulls.
Yeah, a lot of contested shots for the Sharks, who've been struggling to score. Burdenshaw and Ramage 5 apiece. Tukaha Cooper, only 3 points. Maybe a little bit more usage for him in the second half.
Yeah, I thought he had a couple of lays, but I might be wrong, so you're right. Be nice to see him get some touches and facilitate a little bit as well.
I thought 2 rebounds, but a couple of assists for Vinyl. That's no surprise, being the point guard that he is.
It's not, and in, what, 8 minutes? That's a lot of assists on the board for the Bulls right there, so you can see they're sharing the ball really well right now.
Knifel, of course, is going to be on that list. Riley Snow, Burton Shaw and Anderson, all with a block apiece as well.
And I would say, at least for the Bulls, there was at least 3 or 4 really great rim protects that won't go down statistically as a block, but they'll add up to extra possessions.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of tough shots, tough looks for the Sharks, and a couple of steals there across the board. But it's been all Bulls, really. The Sharks just haven't been able to find their answer just yet.
It is, and the Bulls look like they're slightly deeper right now, you know, with their Rapid League roster, but still plenty of time, and that's why we play the game. So let's roll third quarter.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about Sky Broadband Rapid League. As we take a look, Chemist Warehouse, of course, the official stats partner of the NZNBL. Things can just change in an instant. Only takes a couple buckets.
Absolutely. It's like high school basketball. It's like they're always going to give you a chance to get back in the game in such a short, fast-paced kind of iteration of what's going on. So don't go nowhere.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen stranger things happen in this commentary box. And still 8 minutes of basketball to be played here in the Stockyard in Pukekohe. And of course, 7:30 p.m. comes the NZNBL game. Both teams coming off a win in the NZNBL. Going to be a great hit out.
A big win for the Sharks in their last hit out against the FI down there. Be looking to back up this evening.
Underway here in Pukekohe. Tukaha Cooper finds a ceiling. Will Ledger, I think we're seeing a bit of a zone action here from the Bulls.
Will Ledger needs to take advantage of that. He had a point guard down there with a mismatch. They found him, but he just kicked it out.
Corner, Ramage has already hit one from the corner. Too long, of course. No for cleaning that one up.
Well, I like that push by Christian, a bit of pace. Casey's got the guard on him down low as well, if you can see that.
Corey Perry finds Hughes, back to Perry. Chocolate winding down, back to the Rotorua connection. That's a long floater.
He's got that in his package, though. Worked with Christian a little bit over the years and a lot against him, and he can knock that thing down, that free throw line floater runner.
Yeah, he can get hot and he can be dangerous.
I like that spacing by Tukes there, nice and high downhill.
Looks to dance with Anderson and does. That's an easy bucket for Tukaha.
Nice, Tukes. With the left, laid him down.
Anderson wants the revenge. Doesn't get it. That's great from Cooper. Still trailing by 9. John Olds, a product of Southland at the helm. Ella Jones getting in the mix as an assistant this year. Of course, Joe Reddish for the Bulls, recently named as a JTB assistant coach. Jeff Green, you'll know that name, and Sam Funnell, JTF assistant coach as well.
Great D by Taysom Hughes there again, locking up on the ball.
Anderson, I think he was unsure if he was going, but a bucket's a bucket.
Yeah, nice footwork right there. Little dance move on him. Good D, Christian.
Yeah, this Bulls team has defended really well tonight. Nothing easy for the boys from the south. And Casey just takes his lunch money. Can the Bulls convert in transition? Collier! Oh, he can't believe it.
Sharks getting a little bit bogged down in their on-ball actions right now. Would like to see them stretch that thing or move the basketball a little bit. Just getting bogged down, so, and it's turning into transition points and free throws right now for the Bulls. So look to shift that ball a little bit.
The Bulls 5 from 6 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Getting to the line a lot, it feels like, and shooting at a decent clip as well.
As you
Making
say
me look
that,
better. Come on, bro.
Come on, think of us here. Contribute.
Nah, great kid, Harry. Playing really well this year as well, all jokes aside.
Yeah, I believe he won the Bulls Development Player of the Year last year.
Aye, which is a big thing to do because they're developing a whole lot of players out there.
Yeah, a lot of young guns going to Franklin.
He goes about his work quietly too, Harry, which is, it's cool to see those quiet achievers that just keep grafting and chipping away.
Yeah, great to see him
Good
finding his
D.
feet
Ooh,
now.
what do I know?
Making you look bad. Round 2. I like the contest there, but love the aggressiveness offensively for the Sharks. Burtonshaw, he's been good tonight. 5 points on the night.
Yes, he's been solid, and I like the way that he keeps going as well. He just keeps chipping away, chipping away.
20-year-old out of Manawatu. We'll see that on the GJ Gardner home replay. No, couldn't believe it. But great look for Burtonshaw. He'll bury that one. Back with the 9.
Yeah, 3-position game. Hanging around. Oh, little horns flare action there.
Great empty corner for him.
There's that little reject that he sets up with a lot.
Great kick to Hughes. Takes that long closeout. It's a great
rebound.
look. Yeah, no for.
No boards by Casey.
Vinyl from deep. That's a shot though. That's a shot.
It is. Off the O board there, so got a quick one up, which is not uncommon nowadays.
Oh, Ledger through hands. Finds its way to Webster. Oh, back within 6 of the Sharks.
I don't know if that was meant to get to him, but we will take it if we're the Sharks right now.
They'll take anything. And that's a great momentum shifter for them.
Illegal?
I was going to say, Will Ledger gets whistled for the foul. He walks off pretty much straight away in frustration.
That's great awareness of his foul situation, at least. We'll give that to young Will.
Of course, younger brother of Josh Ledger of the Tuatara.
Aye, very talented whānau.
Yeah. I guess the cousins of the big show, Crystal and Charlize. Tanika as well.
We got a little bit too deep there, Corey.
Burtonshaw on a heater are the Sharks. And all of a sudden, they're an arm's distance away.
Defense to offense again. That's rapid league. Is that horns flare again for the Bulls?
Anderson finds his way to the rim. Leaves that one short. The Sharks again. A stop.
Ooh, good find.
Ooh, just too long. No Southland connection on that one. But again, the Sharks generating much better looks in this tail end of this third quarter.
Your turnovers for the Bulls and dried up a little bit offensively, and alternatively the Sharks are coming down and turning that defense into offense and got some great looks at the rim and on kickouts from the perimeter. Horns into a little flare here.
Corey has that advantage on Webster, who's whistled for a foul of his own. They led by 4. Still plenty of basketball still to be played and plenty to look forward to. Sal's NBL tipping off at 7:30 tonight here on Sky Sport.
There must have been a bonus foul there for the Sharks, their 3rd, I believe, for the quarter.
Corey Perry with ease buries that one. The 23-year-old out of Franklin. He'll never leave. I don't think he'll ever leave.
No, he for sure going to be a coach.
Yeah.
Stakeholder.
Yeah.
Ownership for sure. Rightly so.
Oh, deservedly. Such a big part of that Franklin community. Saw him coaching earlier today.
Oh, there you go.
Jumps over to
That's
play.
what's up.
Pretty sure he works at Franklin Basketball too. He is all things black and yellow. We love that.
Right there with the reddish whānau.
Of course. Pretty much one of them at this point, I think. As the Sharks have
great D by the
last possession. Yep, it was great defense, but just caught him on the hip there.
He's tough, Burtonshaw. Yeah, he's crafty. You kind of think you've got him bottled up, and he just slinks through that thing and gets one up. Unorthodox, but effective.
He's got a motor too. I just feel like he's been doing that time and time again.
He does. I'm pretty sure he got the last layup out on the fast break, so athlete.
Just too long on that one, Burtonshaw. Out of Manawatu. Last year with the Ears, this year with the Sharks.
Definitely benefited having Casey on the bench here at the end of this third quarter, the Sharks, that's for sure, his size and athleticism.
With the final heave for the Franklin Bulls. That's a great find at the end of the quarter. Hughes, though, can't knock it down, and you feel like that kind of has been the tail of the tape. The Bulls 31-26. Just haven't really been able to put the ball in the hoop the last couple of possessions.
You started off hot in the first half and dried up a little bit at the second half of that third quarter there, Maya, but some of that has to do, I think, with Christian and Casey going to sit down, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a heavy dose of them in this fourth quarter to bring things home for the Bulls.
Yeah.
Coach Green over there, communicating with his eyes.
Emotive as always, eh? Read him like a buck. There's Keelan Boone. He's been electric in the South NBL so far.
I love that, Maya, too. When you see the imports over there, you know, engaged, they're active, they're trying to help the young ones that are coming through, you know, and give their knowledge and share that. That's great that he's invested in his group like that.
Yeah, of course, great to see the culture that's been created for the Sharks.
You see over there, Franklin, they do a great job of getting all the young fellas involved. You know, they're all over there soaking up that knowledge and learning about their system and style of play, so that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, greatest thing about playing at home, mate. Get all your young guns in short there, Brody Perry. That long, luscious mullet. Well, who's got the better mullet, do you reckon? Which brother?
I think it's the younger one, man. I got to go with the younger bro right now.
That thing is long. Great hooper himself too, out of Pukekohe, Brody Perry.
Yeah. New Zealand juniors.
He was, eh? Had the honours.
Right on cue. Christian and Casey coming back in to steady the ship.
Yeah, Vano was an integral part of that Rotorua boys high team. And they came fourth a couple of years ago, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
He was on Hibachi
Xander
Grill
Masters as well with him and Casey in the same team.
That's unfair, man. That is so unfair. And here they are again. That Rotorua connection that we speak about. Vano right off the bat, aggressive, and Anderson has stayed aggressive this whole game. Nice finish.
He has, and I don't know about Southland. They keep running him off that three-point line, and he's really effective, so we'll see if they change that up moving forward. Running out of time, though.
Awful movement here. Burton Shaw, he's open, loves to shoot it from deep. Offensive rebound again for the Sharks. That's number 5.
Ooh.
And that's a great look. Great dime there from Burton Shaw.
It was nice. He just got Casey off the ground enough to free up that space, and easy layup off the assist.
Answer there from Coca Gray. Unorthodox, but gets the bucket to go.
And that's his game right there, the little Euro step and crafty finishes off the glass. That's where Harry lives.
Webster has Coca Gray on him. He's been great in his pressure tonight. Collier, Burton Shaw.
Good hands by Marcel there with drops.
Yeah, he's the vet.
And again, Southland just playing on the ground. Would like to see them play up high with their bigs and put it up in the air on those passes. Bigs don't like catching that thing off the ground.
Throw it at their feet,
Gotta pay through all those hands. Little guards whacking at them. Love that show by Casey.
Oh, and Vano
turnover,
off the help.
push, lay. Beautiful. And for me, that all starts with Casey and his activity on the on-ball.
Yeah, hard show. Definitely a defense that requires all 5 men to be locked in. Here they are again, Sharks returning to the on-ball despite not a lot of success these last few possessions.
You're right, and I love the defensive activity of this Bulls group. Even the evergreen 39-year-old Marcel Jones is out there rotating, which is great to see.
I mean, he just interrupted that last possession with a steal, and right on cue, he'll head to the bench. He's done for the night. Definitely a lot of minutes in store for him in the South NBL matchup. The Bulls leading just by 7. 2 minutes to go tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Vano again loves that 2-man game. Finds the corner, Hughes. Great position, but no bucket.
Big position here for the Sharks. 7 points, minute 30 on the clock. Oh yeah, go at that big fella.
Yeah, Collier not backing away from a challenge. Finds the other big man, Snow.
Nice cut.
And that's a nice look for Ramage, who closes it to 5.
Great find and great cut there. They'll get into this wing on ball here, the Bulls. Operate out of that.
Coca Gray.
Nice work.
Oh, we've seen that so many times tonight. Gets the hoop and the arm, Coca Gray. A timely bucket as well for the Bulls, a settler.
That's Harry, he can hit you with the Euro step, or there he gets to, he's really good at getting to 2 feet and countering and giving himself options, and finishes off the glass for the and one, and that's a massive play. Could almost put the game to bed here. Free throw line.
Clutch plays from Coca Gray out of Auckland. Oh, not a lot of luck tonight at the free throw line though. 1 from 5 from the Chemist Warehouse. Tukaha.
Good catch by KC there, early outside the paint.
Third and short.
Nice reject.
Time's talking down. Tukaha Cooper. No option. And Sharks, their 6th offensive rebound. The big man battle is won by Collier this time around.
Great O-board there by Collier, keeping the possession alive.
Yeah, it's a lot of rebounds given up by the Bulls. I believe that's offensive rebound number 6 for the Sharks. KC all over that one.
And a lot of really good defensive intensity, but they need to finish those possessions there. The Bulls get a hit, get a check, take care of those boards.
Collier buries his first point of the night out of Rangiora. His rookie pro season among many of these Southland Sharks fellas. Splits those from the Chemist Warehouse. The Bulls in no rush.
KC gobbles up another rebound. Playing out of this Horns little flare action again, the Bulls.
Deep 2 for Anderson.
That's kind of that shot I was talking about that they might want to look at baiting Zion into taking as opposed to giving them up straight line drives. Real effective at that.
Well, a score here could really make things interesting.
Collier likes this matchup with Zion down low.
Oh, tries to drop the dime off to Snow. It's defended well.
Again, Maya, we're trying bounce passes in the smile. Like, even if he catches it, he's going to have to play through a lot of contact to get that up to the ring with those big boys. So I'd like to see it put it up on their shoulders if they can.
Time ticking down. Tukaha Cooper's got to act, but he's got to act quick. Oh, what better could you go? Tukaha Cooper, the M1. Could make things really interesting here.
A great take by Tukes, just seeing the smaller guard there and just bullied him to the and one. Make it a one-position game here. Sharks will be looking to extend, shoot the passing lanes. Foul if they don't pick up a steal, I would assume.
Tukaha rattles that one in. Like I said, a one-position game here. Vano at helm.
See them, they weren't even on the same page off the free throw. There's some screaming at the other end for them to foul, and they let a couple seconds go off the clock. So ideally, you're all on the same page there off that make.
Yeah, Coach Donald there looking slightly frustrated. Probably had different intentions in mind. Not bonus just yet.
The next one, I think, will put them in the bonus.
Yeah, one to give. And
yeah, I like to try and shoot the passing lanes and try and go for the steal. And worst case, we don't get it, we'd turn straight into a foul. So there's little if no time taken off the clock.
Both teams still with a BNZ player timeout as well in this fourth quarter.
Was it Harry that's 1 for 5, Maya? Not a bad foul.
Yeah.
Strategically, if you're the Sharks, you kind of got it to the guy that's struggling a little bit tonight.
Yes,
he is a good free throw shooter, but
nice night tonight from the Chemist Warehouse strike. Big ones incoming and makes the ones that really matter.
Right on cue. These are the only ones that matter.
You are right. Coca Gray. 2 for 2 down the stretch.
Talk that a lot with the young ones about fourth quarter, like basically men in black yourself, everything else, the rest of the game is done.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we only got what's right here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, bird those two like they were never missing. Tukaha Cooper will take his BNZ player timeout. 6 seconds on the clock, trailing 5. Tough position for the Sharks to be in right now.
You had a nice little play before. Ideally here, you want a quick 3. You might be able to buy yourself one more position coming down, but you're playing without any timeouts, which will be hard. So if you're the Bulls, you're switching everything and not fouling, definitely not fouling a three-point shooter.
Scan that QR code for your ticket to the big game. Cooper needs to get something up. He does. No good, and the time will expire here in Pukekohe. The Franklin Bulls, 2 on the bounce in Sky Broadband Rapid League, 41-36. What a dominant win for those guys, Lindsay.
You're really balanced overall performance from the Bulls, defensively and offensively. So a little bit of a struggle at times for the Sharks, but they did well to keep it to a 2-possession game. Be interesting to see how things play out for the rest of this one.
And big night for a few of the Bulls guys. Norfolk with 7 and 5. Coca Gray with 7. We'll get to our Chemist Warehouse stats here. Yeah, Anderson leading the way for everyone. 11 points for him tonight.
Did a great job attacking the ring and knocking down his free throws. And Burdenshaw, as projected, leading scorer.
A great spread of scoring actually for both squads in the end. Was the Bulls with the advantage, but the Sharks finished strong. No doubt, no four leading the pack. Will Ledger quietly up to 5 rebounds tonight too.
Yeah, a lot of the Sharks chipping in there in the rebounding count to help out. Some big size with that group.
Yeah, they're going to need it tonight. Varnot 4 assists on the night. Collier though, the big man, 3 assists for him.
Yeah, he was doing well, drawing a lot of attention down low and finding his teammates. And Christian did great playing out of those on balls, and a couple of those at least went to Casey down low on those assists.
On the defensive side of the ball, a block apiece for 4 of the players.
Yeah, and again, aside from getting hurt a little bit on the offensive boards, I thought the Bulls were great defensively. Doesn't necessarily show up in blocks or steals, but their rotations, their connectedness, they look really good, their bench.
Yeah, absolutely. Some key minutes for some guys that might have to play above their personnel tonight in the SouthNBL matchup. So thank you so much for joining us for Sky Broadband Rapid League. But so much to look forward to, and the SouthNBL tip-off happening at 7:30. We will see you very soon.
This will be a good chance to test that in the shoulder, I reckon, on that one. That'll come down anyway.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear us? Oh yeah, this team. Oh.
Alrighty, those fans, it's time to make a nice welcome to our visitors here. Next week, in the lounge here, if you're a fan of the SBS Bank, Southland Sharks, make some noise.
Kia ora, hello, no mai haere mai, and welcome in Sal's NBL action here on Sky Sport. It is round 6 and it's amped April and it's not stopping anytime soon. The Franklin Bulls tonight hosting the Southland Sharks here in Pukekohe. Maya Williamson here alongside 7-time NBL champ Lindsay Tate. You've seen a few of these before, both teams coming off a win tonight. Lindsay, how does that affect kind of what tonight's gravity is?
Kia ora, Maya. Yeah, both teams coming in hot, so Franklin will be looking to protect home court, and Southland coming off probably their biggest win of the season, so looking to piggyback off that heading into this game this evening.
The Bulls looking pretty good, sitting second on the ladder, are by far the mix and pick favourites. Scan that QR code, have some fun with your family and friends. A bit of a landslide win so far for the Bulls on the mix and pick votes.
It is right now, but you know Ruben Terangi, there's no Ruben Terangi tonight, and also Flynn Cameron, so this one could be close this evening.
There they are, the Franklin Bulls sitting second on the ladder, 6-2, just following the Saints with a lower percentage. The Rams looking good as well. The Phi to Atara really bouncing back. Dave O'Hickey's been massive for them.
Yeah, they're on a hot streak right now. I think they've won their last 5 almost since David got here, so great signs for the Tuatara. Phi as well crept up on a lot of people early in the season.
Yeah, but like we mentioned, the Sharks coming off a great win against them the other night.
At home as well, they got them down in Tauranga and backing up here in Auckland a couple days later, so see how that goes.
There they are, the Sharks sitting at 3-5, 10th on the ladder, but coming off a win like we spoke about. The Jets, the Hawks, the Nuggets there, and the Giants, the Panthers, winless so far. The Panthers especially 0-8.
Yeah, tough start to the season, but like you can see, it's early on, and Nelson's just made a few changes recently as well, so it'll be interesting to see what that brings to their fortunes moving forward.
The atmosphere starting to build here in Pukekohe. Lots of basketball still to be played. The Rams taking on the Nuggets, a South Island derby tomorrow at the Cows Cauldron. Saints, Giants. Giants still searching for their first win. Ears to Atara. That's going to be a good one in New Plymouth. And of course the Jets and the Phi. Another good one to look forward to. Jets on a bit of a heater right now.
Yeah, Jets picked up a big win in their last one, and Corey got hot, and Phi still looking to stay in that top 4, so that'll be a big one next Thursday. At Palmy as well, they haven't been home a lot early in the season, the Jets.
A great venue at that, some really good fans in Palmy. They're very loyal in Manawatu region.
Yeah, and a brand new crew out there to come through and watch, so exciting times down where the Jets are at.
And speaking of exciting, the Southland Sharks looking good tonight. But dunk action in the warm-up, of course. Burden, Asbury, Helu, Alec and Boone Lindsay. A big lineup, 2 6'8" guys in their starting lineup.
Big lineup and heavily relying on their 3 imports who have been great early on, you know, and Boone was real big in their last game. Alec really impressed me. Interesting looking character and plays super hard, so can't wait to see him play.
Well coached, of course, by Jonathan Yim, but their assistant coach, stalwart of Southland, John Auld, we caught up with him earlier.
Referees in charge of this one. Grand prize, Mikey Graham and Sam the Coaches. 45 Monica.
Coming off the back of a victory, a very impressive one on Tauranga earlier in the week. Sharp turnaround for you guys. What are you looking forward to bringing from that match to get another win on the road?
Just trying to work on execution. We had a few turnovers in that game. We really want to tighten that up today and just get after them defensively.
The assignment doesn't get any easier here tonight with the Bulls. They've got a bit of a raucous crowd and they go well at home. Who are you looking to shut down? Obviously, Ethan Rusbatch back on the floor, and we've got plenty of other talent at both ends as well.
Yeah, the team's real deep. Definitely got to keep them off the O boards, but really it's Hardy, it's Ethan, and Cameron's playing really well over the last few games.
And just a quick shout out to your imports as well, who combined for 64 points the last time out. You must be impressed with how they're going so far this year.
Yeah, the effort they're giving us on both ends is amazing. We're really hoping to ride on them and see a bit of contribution from the other players as well.
All the best, John.
You too. Thanks.
Great to hear from assistant coach John Auld. Obviously, a big role for him in this team, and great to have him alongside, you know, ex-NBA coach Jonathan Yim.
Yeah, a lot of luxury over there for the Sharks, you know, and you can see why someone like Tukaha's gone all the way down there to the South Island to learn from coaches of that nature.
For sure. The hosts tonight, the Franklin Bulls, Hardy, Tobias Cameron, Rusbatch, Oqueta and Gloga. Man, Rusbatch coming off a pretty decent performance against the Nuggets the other night.
Yeah, he came off a heater, man. Turned on the TV and he was just lights out. He was shooting that thing from all over the place. So I'm sure the Bulls are really excited to have him back playing right now.
Yeah, not a bad piece to have, Ethan Rusbatch. And of course, their head coach, Sebastian Gleim. We caught up with him earlier.
We're here with Bulls head coach Sebastian Gleim. Congratulations on your win earlier on in the round against the Nuggets down south. How's the turnaround been? A bit of travelling, and looking forward to this match.
Yeah, we try to recover as soon as possible, prepare in one day, and then play again the same like the Sharks. So we have the same situation, quick turnaround, and the mental aspect to be ready to go, and playing the identity it's very, very important in this quick turnarounds.
One man that had an instant impact on return is the captain, Ethan Rusbatch. Just give us a sense of what he brings to the squad and that little bit of polish that the Bulls have had with him on return.
Yeah, that's hard to describe. He is unbelievable. So it's an incredible leader. Changed the whole team. The leadership perspective totally changed. He creates an incredible atmosphere. It's just hard to describe. So he's a great leader for us.
Looking forward to this match here. We've got Boone, Alec and Asbury, the 3 imports. They combined for over 60 points in the last match. Is it a matter of trying to contain them to get the win tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, impact a lot the game, but it's a game of 5-on-5, and we have to do our job 5-on-5 and limit their areas. And we can also not underestimate any other player. So we have to be the better team 5-on-5.
And just finally, this crowd here has really been electric this year. They've loved your return, for example, and your family as well has been leading the charge with the chants. What does this community mean to you?
Family. So we feel here really well. So we love it. So we feel part of the Bulls family, and we are very close together. Staff and me, second year. I mean, we have a lot good time together, and same with the team. So it's family.
Excellent. Go well tonight, Seb.
Thank you.
Coach Sebastian Klein, what a guy.
Yeah, it seems like they're a really closely knit unit and spoke a lot about whānau or family. So when you're coming from the other side of the world, Germany, to be embraced like that and embrace the community, I think it's really cool to see them talking about that, each other like that.
Barcard match officials tonight, Brad Clive, Mikey Graham and Sam McFadden.
That handsome man there with the ball is Mr. Reddish. He's the original Reddish.
He's the
right
OG
there. That's the
Reddish.
Reddish I know, yes.
Oh,
Shout
my
out
days.
to Mr. Reddish right there. He's the Reddish right there.
He's the breeder
he's
of
the
the
guy
Reddishes.
right there. Yes, sir.
Yeah, forget this Jamie and
Yeah,
Joe.
that's the man right there.
That's the
The
Reddish.
one I remember at the court, yes.
Not that long ago, eh? Not that long ago. Brad Clive, of course, at the helm, and Mikey Graham, we spoke about this before, been coaching all day for Harbour, coming here and being the Barcard official tonight. Big day for him.
Yeah, shout out, man. If you work with the youth all day and then come referee here in the big leagues, that's love of the game, man. So shout out to Mikey. Take it easy on him, fellas.
Yeah, be nice to him.
Yeah.
No, they won't, but...
Look who's talking. It's like when Casey gives us pointers, eh, Maya, on the refs.
Yeah, Casey can't say it. And you can say that because you play with him. Yeah, exciting matchup tonight. Josiah, Alec, and David O'Queer. That'd be a big one.
These two here, yeah, man, a couple of athletes about to jump it up here and they get after it. That'll be exciting.
Yeah, for sure. And Keelan Boone, another one to watch. 6'8" himself. Gloga.
Alex's whole
his
style
matchup.
gets me, the shorts tucked in on one side to the bike shorts and the ponytail. What are those? Those things in his hair right there?
Ponytails?
Yeah, ponytails. There you go.
Wow, the crowd loving it from Cameron so far. An easy bucket to open for the Bulls.
Bias has had a great start to the season for the Bulls. He's shooting it great, defense, intensity, real good pickup.
Sharks' first possession of the night here in Pukekohe. Boone finds Alec.
Good find.
Yeah, Burden loves that shot. Just misses it from deep. Tay Hardy, dangerous. Oh.
Alonso knows. He watched the last game. Take away that airspace from Rosbach.
Quetta long on that three-point attempt, but Alec flying into the
I know
bleachers.
I'm going to like watching this kid play already.
Yeah, he's great. We'll see that first bucket there from Cameron. And the crowd erupts already. Great community out in Franklin.
Like cardinal sin giving up a layup off the jump ball, Maya. So it's like a 2-3 zone here for the Sharks early on. Save a bit of legs.
Yep. Something different. I haven't seen a lot of that in Southland NZNBL so far. Quetta goes 0 for 2 from
That'll
the
be
same
a
spot.
win for the Sharks there.
Pilu around the hard show. Boone loves that spot. Athletic as always. Goes into a wall of Gloga, but gets the foul call. We'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Bang, bang call there. But he'll get rewarded with a couple of free throws. And Boone coming off probably his best game of the season. Last game against the Fire. He was big time in their win, especially late. Hit some really big shots.
And he's good. He's 24 years old in his rookie pro season after 5 years at college. 26 points, 10 rebounds and 3 blocks in 38 minutes against the Fi.
And you would assume Coach Yim, with his connections to the NBA, would have a pipeline to top young talent, and it seems like he's got that there in Southland with the 3 imports that he's brought in, young guns.
Yeah, we were talking about that before. 2 rookie pros. Caleb Asbury only in his 3rd or 4th pro season himself. 25 years old. Competing well in this league, though.
And briefly looking over their bios, though, they all look like they went 4 or 5 years in college, you know, which is damn near pros now, so they've at least got that under their belt.
Yeah, that COVID rule really let everyone have long college careers. As we're all tied up here in Pukekohe, Tobias Cameron leaves that one short.
Great rebound by Alec.
Asbury, so quick.
He's had a great start to the season, Asbury.
Just can't finish the bunny there. And Ethan Rusbach in transition now. Cameron releases, buries.
He's been lights out, Tobias. Knocked that thing down. First 5 points of the game for him. And a board. Pushing here in trans.
Cameron shooting at 43% from beyond the arc this season so far. Quetta finds its way to Rusbatch. Uh-oh. Oh, an offensive rebound. Tay Hardy now will have a look. A few bites of the cherry, but no good for the Bulls. Helu now, point guard Judy's. Boone to Burden. Shot clock's winding down. Alec, he's dangerous in that position off the glass.
Nice, just caught that off the short roll there and played through contact over Oquera, the longer body.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. Josiah Alec, the almost piggyback to Till Gloger, sorry. We'll take another look at that.
Great finish there by Gloger on the reverse. Just got Alec out of position and landed on his back and finished off the glass. One free throw here.
Gloger's been really solid for the Bulls as well. 12.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. Averaging 60% from the field.
And just doesn't make a lot of mistakes, you know, rotation-wise. Looks like a really great communicator. Knocked the nail on the head there, solid.
Caleb Asbury, so quick off the
cup.
starter. And a tough finish over Ethan Rusbatch.
Second time he got right to the cup there, Meyer, and missed the first one, but laid that one down easy.
Encouraging signs for Asbury. Gloger likes that midi.
That was nice. Knocked that thing down easy there. You're right, the midi.
I like that.
Yeah.
Bit of a lost art form nowadays.
Especially when you're a little big like that as well. If you knock that thing down, Tim Duncan, you'll be a problem.
Boone open from the corner. Alec, of course, contesting the rebound. What an athlete.
Great job on the boards again.
Yeah, finds the cutting Boone. Gets that one to go. It's been an all-import show so far.
Hasn't Boone's long down there. Finishing off the glass. Keep them within 2 here.
Cameron Turquetta, 22-year-old out of Perth. That's a tough finish too. We've got some athletes in the house tonight.
I love this kid Oquera. Just watching his, you know, his athleticism, his defense, and the more he gets his feet under him, the more comfortable he looks out here. Nice having guards like Tay and Tobias out there steering the ship around as well.
He's been great so far. 4 seasons already under his belt in the ANBL. So very experienced for a 22-year-old. Boone. In his mouth, though, buries that from deep. Tough look for Boone, who's off to a hot start. Cameron, no good. Sharks could take the lead here. Cameron so good defensively. Alec to Boone, he's hit one. And a great battle from 2 NBL legends there. Stay with the Sharks.
And that was great by Alonzo. It was almost like a jam going in for the O board there and managed to force Ian to knocking that thing out, and they'll get an extra position. I love the way that Alec is just constantly moving, not just on the O boards, but he's always a target and a facilitator. So really enjoying watching him early on in this game. First time up close.
27 points.
Great cut by Tukes.
Yeah, it's a nice look for Tukaha Cooper off the bench, the young gun.
Christian Vanel with the push here, just checking in with KC.
Quetta well defended. Vanel likes that shot. There goes Alec. He's such a beast.
Like this
on
matchup.
The boards.
See KC in here. Bump against him a little bit off the bench.
And there he is, right on cue. Casey no for.
You see, though, that's smart by Alec. You know, Casey, he's getting out hard and showing, and he caused a nuisance in the Rapid League doing that. So Alec did especially what he's supposed to do and just went straight to the ring and drew that foul. So smart play from the young fella.
Going to be a big matchup tonight. You could assume Casey probably going to play some elevated minutes off the bench to try and be someone to contain Alec.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. You were talking about that off air, and it looks like that's exactly the case for Coach Galeem early on here.
Boone got a little shifty with it. Can't convert.
A little heat check there.
Fair enough.
Feeling good.
Vanel to Rusbatch.
You can already see Alonzo is connected to E. He knows not to leave him open.
Hardy, not someone you want to leave open either, but can't find the bottom of the net.
A quiet start early to this game, but believe he's the top of the MVP leaderboard when I was having a look around today. Tay Hardy.
Oh, and the offensive foul is whistled. And it was a make as well for the Sharks. That's going to go against Tukaha Cooper, his first.
Call there, a little bang bang call on the brush screen.
Tukaha Cooper been so good for the Sharks though. 23 minutes off the bench, averaging almost 10 points, 2.5 rebounds. Russ Batch, step back, Bobby Jack, no good. Casey doing what Casey does. Back-to-back offensive rebounds, no.
Hustle.
Bodies off the floor. Wow. What was that, 3-4 guys hitting the hardwood?
How did Black get that back? Okay, there we go.
Rack up, my bad.
With a great hustle, though. There were 4 bodies on the floor, and
They got
that's the
3
rules.
sweat wipers
There you go.
going to work.
First to the floor, that's the rules. So Southland will be rewarded here for their hustle. Great mullet on the young fella down there, wiping up there as well.
They like a muddle or two down in Franklin, don't they?
In the deep south. The deep Auckland south.
And you got the deep south.
There you go. That's the true deep south. Down there, it's cold.
Oh, it is cold. Will Ledger in the game as well, travelling from Auckland he is, spending this season with the Sharks after the Tuatara last season.
With extended pressure here for the Bulls.
Alec brings the double burden. He's dangerous from beyond the arc. Yahtzee!
Great find opposite there by Alec, just sliding out of that screen and finds the best shooter for the Sharks opposite, knocks him down, give them a 2-point lead.
Yeah, first lead of the game for the men from the deep south. Jones could change that. He doesn't, and a contest for the offensive rebound. Believe that might be on. Is that going to be Kaha's second? No, it's going to be Will Ledger.
That was Casey in there, just Casey Nafor just causing a nuisance on the glass there, and Will Ledger will pick up a foul. Sharks going to a 2-3 zone here on this baseline out of bounds.
Tay Hardy.
Good find.
He's so good. Great creator and facilitator. No fault. Draws the foul. He's been big early.
He's been great for them, and again, his energy started in the Rapid League and it's transferred over here early into this game. And would love to see them get some of these looks at the ring for the big fella. He's a high flyer and getting a great run up at the ring, so being rewarded here with a couple of free throws.
Been so good in the Sky Broadband Rapid League so far, and has had a great history here in Aotearoa. You see, he played at Rotorua Boys High, finished 4th in his last year. MVP at the 2023 under-23 Nats. Had 32 points and 14 rebounds in the final. That doesn't describe the player that KC is. I don't know what will.
Yeah, he had a serious junior career over here, Casey. The Sharks will be in the bonus for the rest of this quarter, about 4 minutes here, so something to keep an eye on that the Bulls will try and exploit. Live at the free throw line.
KC there from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Every point counts towards a fund contributed to the Hoops and Schools program. Alec to Asbury. Just gets around Casey.
Fine.
Johnny Helu right into the hands of Russ Batch. Off to the races. Tobias Cameron, what an athlete.
And Johnny needed to shoot that one. He was wide open on the one more and turned it down, and it ended up in a turnover. Another one here.
In dangerous territory. Ethan Rusbach, the floater. Little runner.
Turned that into a floater from the free throw line, eh? That was nice.
Veteran stuff from Rusbach. Bulls back out by 4. Boone so long by Rusbach. Can't believe it. He just can't believe it. We'll have some choice words with Brad Clive.
Couple turnovers here from the Sharks, and Bulls looking to capitalize and turn up the defensive heat a little bit, and bang bang call there for E. But game's too fast, we'll move on.
Just his first foul, of course, coming off a 27-point performance against the Nuggets.
Ooh.
Oh, Asbury rids of Tobias Cameron.
Great outlet. Biases.
Oh!
Oh, good blow.
Highlight play after highlight play, but Asbury, it's whistled for a goaltend, Lindsay.
Yeah, I'm with Asbury. We said we were going to take it easy on Mikey, but I thought he caught that one clean.
Wow, what a series of
Great
events
hustle.
we witnessed. You see the missed dunk there,
That was a
Asbury.
sprite. That's clean.
Oh, that's
Even
tough.
Zion. No, they're clean. It's your guard getting back. Great hustle by Asbury there. Not giving up on the play.
Yeah, what could have been a transition. Easy late, made it a little bit tougher.
Casey out there influencing that possession again and results in a turnover.
Yeah, Jones read that like yesterday's newspaper.
Just wing on ball they've been effective out of the balls.
Jones sends Alec flying. Sorry, Ledger. Anderson in the corner,
Great
of
rebound.
course. No 4 on the boards, man. So effective. Cameron, no good. Not a lot of luck from beyond the arc so far for the Bulls. That's 1 from 11.
They're great. Just a little bit rushed right now, but some really good looks.
Alec straight line drive, leaves it too long. Jones, again, can't believe it. Alec, a threat at the rim.
He's crafty, Alec. That just looked like a little kind of zoom action or a dribble handoff, dribble pitch to the corner, and just turned his hips late on Casey and got around the corner and drew the foul.
Alec been a great piece this season, averaging 31 minutes, 22 points, 9 rebounds. 7th in the league in scoring.
I really like his game, like the way he plays off 2 feet on base defensively, rebounding offensively, always gives himself options, really strong. Not the tallest or longest, but strong and bouncy.
Just 23 years old as well, following a 5-year collegiate career. Plenty ahead for Josiah Alec as he buries that one from the Chemist Warehouse. Tobias Cameron. Jones has it now. Turns, pops. Offensive rebounds are plenty for the Bulls. Tay Hardy will get in the mix.
Yeah, Gloger there getting an extra position.
Yeah, just camped too long, did Gloger.
It's tough, those ones up after a no board. Sometimes it's easy to get caught in there.
Okay. Turnover number 1 for the Bulls. They've kept it pretty steady so far.
Both teams in the bonus here to finish this quarter.
Okay, point guard, Josiah Alec. Back-to-back trips to the Chemist Warehouse.
See there, he's probably got a slight foot advantage over Till Gloger, and he exploited him there. Turned his hips and got to the left. Couple of free throws.
Yeah, can't praise this guy enough. 27 points and 13 rebounds the other night against the Fire. That's big time numbers, 68% from the field.
And again, if you're watching like with the eye test, it's not just the statistics. He's often marking the best big, the energy he brings, communication, all of these things. He's been massive for them, Alec. And he can make his free throws.
Yeah. And that's what you want. He's shooting at a good clip over the season. Splits those ones though. Always the way it is when you talk about someone's proficiency from the free throw line.
Tay Hardy just finding his way into the game still. Slow start, turnover.
Oh, Asbury asked for the hoop. Keelan Boone just went himself.
He said, I need these 2 points.
Yeah, that's a safe bet from the athlete too.
Cuts it to a 1-point game here though. Sharks have done great, considering the way the Bulls came out early, the energy. Keep this thing nice and close.
Game's just stopped. There might have been some sweat on the court. Score is 20-19. I'm sure that scoreboard will come back in just a second for all you home watching on Sky Sport, FIBA, YouTube or ESPN, wherever you're joining us.
The Horns flare action that they were running in the Rapid League there, and Marcel Jones leaves one short from the 3.
Asbury, again a slow start for him, a foul whistled against the Bulls.
It's definitely causing them problems getting into the paint though, Asbury, so something to watch. He's at least had a couple of layups get to the line here for some free throws in the bonus.
Yeah, he's so quick as just impacts so much. Just, you blink and you miss him, really.
Two really good point guards to watch in this game right here, and both of them, I believe, in top 5 in the MVP rankings right now. So 3 quarters to watch them, Boogie.
Yeah, I'm excited, and of course, always great to have an import return as well, Lindsay. So
it is. Shows a lot from both sides to come all the way from the States to back down to the bottom of the world.
Yeah.
That relationship must have been good, you know.
To Invercargill of all places too. All love to Southland, of course.
Aye, absolutely.
Asbury buries those. Back to a tied ball game. Just under a minute to go here in the first quarter. It's been everything we could have expected here in the Stockyard. An offensive foul whistled against Gloga, man. That's been a massive part of the Souths NBL this year.
Yeah, referee emphasis on cleaning up the screening right now, and he got caught out of position there. So turnover, Sharks ball.
And a real mistake there from Gloga. Like we talked about, he's a low mistake guy, very efficient, solid.
Actually thought that might have been Tay's mistake in regards to his setup, and Gloga got caught, and he's the one that'll get punished for it. But sometimes it's the guards that get our bigs into trouble with those setups.
Never get the blame though.
We just get the blame when no one else can get into position on offense.
Yeah,
like,
true.
bro, you got one spot to run to.
Boom. Oh, threads the needle to Alec. Oh.
And with the air up fake, but I love the way he plays off 2 feet. That was a great find.
Yeah, Keelan Boone, the athlete dropping dimes. Sharks now leading by 2.
Johnny Hillu done a great job defensively in this first quarter.
Oh, no. Uh-oh, the flamethrower, Russ Batch.
Man, that was off a made as well. Cannot give him any airspace.
No, he's got his eye in. Could be dangerous for the next 3 quarters. Hillu, clock winding down.
And down with a long ball.
Oh, tries to find Alec. And it'll be a nothing end to this first quarter here. The Franklin Bulls, a slim 1-point lead after the first quarter. We'll see you very soon after the break. No, my hooky my, welcome back here. Second quarter action in the Stockyard. The Franklin Bulls hosting the Southland Sharks tonight. They lead with a slim 1-point margin. Maya Williamson here with 7-time NBL champ Lindsay Tate alongside. Your quick thoughts of the quarter so far?
Yeah, balanced quarter, you know, both teams going head-to-head right here. 7 assists jump out at me for the Franklin Bulls for their 23 points, really moving the ball well. Both teams struggling from the perimeter right now, so hopefully they'll get hot in the second quarter. Make it exciting for us, Maya.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of great basketball still to be played. Lindsay's dinner there on the screen.
Yup.
25% off any large pizza. A great Easter weekend treat. Scan that QR code or use the online code SALSDISH25. Treat the whānau. You know, it's a long weekend.
Your sales give you them big ones too, so
Yeah, large
hook
means
it up.
large.
Yeah, real big.
What pizza are you running if you're getting 25% off?
Probably a pepperoni.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
Yeah. I like some of them knot things they got there as well.
All those garlic knots,
Yeah.
unreal. Shout out Sal's. Authentic New York pizza. It's must be a few maybe some sweat spots or possibly even some leaks. I mean, the weather here
it's the blood kit there, Maya, that they've got out.
true.
A little bit of blood when they have the gloves on. You're right though, it's really muggy up here in Auckland right now as well, so something to keep an eye on with, is it Cyclone Tam?
Yeah, Cyclone Tam. Bit of thunder and lightning last night. Exciting. Jonathan, yeah, been great to have him down here in Aotearoa. Plethora of experience across the G League and the NBA. You know, it's great to have high-level imports, but how good is it to get coaches with a pedigree like that too?
It's great, you know, especially down here at the bottom, like we say, the bottom of the world, and growing the game and coaching coaches and growing the culture. So very lucky to have coaches like Coach Yim come down here and share the game and grow the culture.
Gleim, of course, as well, one of those international coaches.
Aye, from Germany?
From Germany, indeed. Yeah, first ever coach to coach the Bulls for more than one season. So he's been a loyal fella, but we'll head back to Germany at the end of the season.
Part of the World Championship winning team in Germany, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
So again, to have that wealth of experience working with the youth in places like Franklin, very lucky.
Yeah, well, the Bulls have performed so well. Definitely were close to a finals run last year.
These two right here are about to get cooking.
Yeah.
Asprey and Hardy.
That's a great duo we're watching here tonight. And another one, Boone Okwera. Boone just so athletic downhill. A great way to open the second quarter.
Nice little rod play the Sharks have got there to get Boone playing downhill, and starts off with the easy layup.
Rosbach hit one at the end of that quarter.
I'll say Alonso's doing a great job of at least being alert on Ethan. He's let him get one, but everything else has been really contested.
Had 7 threes against the Nuggets the other night. Okwera. Oh, a three of his own. Bang, bang from the big man.
It looked like they might be trying to zone that baseline out of bounds, and a little bit of confusion there, and Okwera punishes them with the wide open three.
Boone shifty with it. Burden now to Asbury. Love this matchup. Asbury jabs. Time's running out. Stops on a dime. Way too long for the import. And time will expire for the Sharks.
Great job on the O-boards there by Tukaha Cooper, but don't think he saw that the shot clock was about to expire, and we'll get the turnover there. Bulls will advance.
And encouraging signs for the Bulls. An elite defensive team in the Souths NBL. Second in points allowed, just 80 points allowed for the Bulls a game.
We haven't seen it yet, but they're first in the league in offensive rebounding, so yet to kind of establish that on the game.
And interestingly enough, the Sharks are last in rebounding, so could be a dangerous weapon for the Bulls if they choose to use it. Cooper. Tukaha Cooper off the bench, tallies 3.
Great hit by Tukes there. Thought Tobias did a great job of trying to close it out, but way to knock it down, Tukaha.
They are contesting the offensive rebound, but will go the way of the boys in orange. Okwera, such a great athlete. So climb there, the corner of your screen, very expressive.
To throw it off his back to get the inbounds at this end, that's rare.
Heads up play, always love seeing those. Asbury, Alec back in the ball game now after a hot start. Draws 2, finds Boone. Tobias Cameron. An absolute no-brainer for our Bartercard officials in the right spot at the right time. Took it like a champ.
Did a great job, and that's exactly what we teach our young ones. Be there early, put your chest in front, take the charge, and can't ask for anything better, man. You get a charge, momentum play, and one of their better players picks up a foul, so big time play from the young fella.
Tobias Cameron been electric on the defensive end.
His brother's not a bad player. Dad could play a little bit.
Yeah, pretty decent family, eh?
They're all right.
Of course, we haven't spoken about it much, but Flynn Cameron out with a calf injury.
Big loss, yep.
Yeah, just injured at the end of a training before the Nuggets game. Hustling are the Sharks once again. Man, that's been great for them tonight.
First to the floor, and they get rewarded here with another possession.
Up one are the boys from Southland.
That was great there by Gloga, just realizing that Alex rolling out early, but that was Tukaha again with another three there, I believe.
Yeah, back-to-back triples for the young gun off the bench. Alec, big smile on his face, forces the Bulls into their first time out of the game.
You can see there his teammates celebrating him and building confidence within the group. This is their second really good performance in a row right now, so really good signs from a young Sharks team.
And the answer here from the Bulls, what do you reckon, Lindsay?
You can see they're just going to have to talk things over here, and I think the Bulls are a really solid team right now. They just need to execute offensively and defensively and start imposing themselves on those boards as we spoke about. They haven't done that yet early in this piece.
Gleim looks very animated when speaking to them. Cameron very locked in, been so good to start the season. A great move for him, great season with the years last year, but you feel as though he's taken a big step up for the Bulls this year.
Yeah, looks in really good shape, and when you look at that group, kind of a veteran group, a lot of guys that have played a lot of minutes and coaches that have been around the league for a long time now, so they'll be fine here heading into this quarter.
Hope you're all enjoying your Easter weekend, wherever that may be. Thanks for joining us here on Sky Sport, ESPN or FIBA YouTube, wherever you are around the globe. Nothing like a bit of long weekend hoops. More to come, a Southern derby with the Rams and the Nuggets tomorrow, 2 p.m. on Sky Open. Cameron and Glow, some heavy minutes for them tonight.
You're not rotating really deep tonight, the Bulls, so another sign to keep an eye on in this game, both teams.
Yeah, both teams
7-8 deep.
Yeah, not running very deep. Well defended. Rusbatch, nowhere to go.
Horns flare play pretty well there, the Sharks.
Sharks just eating the Bulls up at the moment, these last few positions. So that's an easy take there from Boone. Major mismatch with Vano.
Just sees the smaller guard there, and Boone is tough in transition, playing downhill, and he'll get to the line again for some more free throws here. And great signs for the Sharks in the second quarter.
Boone, 5 years at college, 3 at Oklahoma, a year at Pacific and a year at Nevada. Has a twin brother, Caleb Boone, as well, who played alongside him at Las Vegas. Would like to see him come to Aotearoa as well.
UNLV will have to give Sparky Dickel a call.
True, old Mark Dickel, one of the greats of the game as well. Was at helm with the Canterbury Rams for a while there too. One of the most energetic people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, led the nation in assists his senior year at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So
it's unreal.
Legend.
Boone buries that one. 31-26. It's the Sharks' biggest lead of the ball game so far. Hardy, little in and out, shakes them off. That's tough. Not a finish though.
Oh, great take, and uncharacteristically just sent that one long.
Scoreless so far is Tay Hardy, and that's a tough feat from the Sharks. Tukaha Cooper. Oh, I thought it might be a foul call, but steps on the baseline, unfortunately. Take another look though. Cooper, just 22 years old, out of Northland.
Ai te tai Tokero. The far north, Maya.
Yeah,
where the good fellas
north.
come from.
Yeah, you got nothing but love for Tukaha. Tay Hardy stops on a dime. It's a great look for Hardy. Finally sees the bottom of the net tonight.
Well, it's a great read, you know, the lost art of the pull-up too, but the defense gets off your body there and you're a guard. You've got to be able to knock that thing down.
Alec again, 2 feet, rewards him.
In the smile with the left.
He's up to 9 on the night. Tukaha.
Hands.
You're going to hear that name once or twice. There he goes.
Ooh.
Throws it down and tracks as well. Get up, young man. Like that. The boy from the far north making an impact off the bench tonight.
Good D.
Hardy going nowhere.
Good D.
Just forces his way through though. Not the back rim again. You said it, Lindsay. Uncharacteristic start to this ball game for Hardy.
You can't get a better look from the last two that he's got. He's just left them short. And there's Tobias Cameron with another charge on Alec. That's a big play right there. And gets rewarded for the positioning and the effort. So a couple really big positions for Tobias here.
TJ Gardner-Holmes replay. His chest taking a beating tonight, Cameron. Great spark plug on defense. Gloger, a well-earned rest for him. 10 minutes so far today, 5 points. Couple rebounds in there, 4 turnovers for Gloger so far.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic because he's solid for them. He has been this whole year.
Hardy now. Casey, no fallback on the floor. Rosbach ordering Marcel to get away. Hasn't seen an inch of space tonight. Burden just been hugging him.
Great rebound, and you're right. Alonso's been draped all over E the whole evening, so great job to start. Ooh.
Oh, the athletic up and under for Asbury into the Sky Sports sign.
Hit him with the no gather hand, right armpit scoop.
Oh,
that's tough.
Tallies 2.
Bench loves it.
Yeah, flies into the crowd.
Just like that, it's out to 9, Maya, with a chance to bump it up to double digits here at the free throw line. And Will Ledger will check in and give Boone a quick blow, well deserved.
Yeah, Boone's been so good tonight so far.
I like that by Coach Yim. Sorry to interrupt, Maya. Just to give him a blow here while he has the opportunity, while they're almost up double digits, because they're heavily relying on these 3 imports.
Yeah, a lot of emphasis placed on their imports. I believe they scored upwards of 60 of the team's points against the Fire the other night.
Ooh.
Hardy slings it with one hand.
Another rebound for my man. But by looking at him, this guy is one of those guys that doesn't get tired, huh, Alec?
Yeah, he's got a motor, the 23-year-old. He's taking a lot of contact too. Like, he's playing some hard basketball at the moment.
I like this matchup. Great. He's great at those cross-court finds.
Yeah, Helu had all the time in the world on that one.
If their guards can start finding that corner, that'll really help the Sharks. Coach over there, Gleim, I think he's like me. Anytime you got a fast break opportunity and the referees blow their whistle, you're doing a little haka on the sideline, trying to figure out why.
Definitely is frustrating, especially, you know, the ball's in the position right now where they would love to thrive in those transition opportunities.
Absolutely, get a couple cheap ones.
May have been a sweat. Yeah, I think it's just going to be these boys. They're putting in the mahi tonight. We've got some sweaty fellas in the building tonight. Yeah,
I'm just guessing right now, but I would say it would have to do with the condensation again. It's been really muggy and rainy outside here in Auckland, and a lot of hot, sweaty bodies smashing around out there on the hardwood.
Yeah, it's not favourable, but these young Bulls guys are getting amongst. They're working hard.
They are, and that's where all the real hoopers start at, Maya. Down there wiping the floors and the sweat. That's where you hear all the cussing, and that's where we hear it all.
That was me once upon a time for the Rams. Got to help out Marcus Whoopi one time.
Oh, there you go.
Pretty much pulled me down with them, but, you know, good memories. Tay Hardy.
Oh, man, he's having one of them nights.
Is it going to count? I think it's going to count. Yeah, so Tay Hardy, like you said, it's been uncharacteristic, but the bucket will count regardless for the Bulls.
They called goaltending on that?
I think they did. There may have been a hand at the bottom of the net.
Okay. I like this by the Bulls here. Chance to get a little bit of extended pressure after they've cut it to 8.
Yeah, a great squad of defensive players there. Hardy, Cameron, and Rosbach.
If you're the Bulls, you just want to wear the Sharks down, you know. They're not rotating super deep, so just keep throwing bodies at them.
Yeah, really just Cooper that's played a substantial amount off the bench. Helu. Yeah, Shifty with it and scores on Cameron. Helu. Spin cycle off the backboard. We'll see that again. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
Like that move Jordan pulled against the Knicks. He just didn't finish it with the dunk. That was tough, Johnny.
I like that from Johnny Helu. Back with the Sharks after a break. I was with them in 2023. Got a history with the Saints as well, originally out of Wellington.
And over almost 6 minutes into the quarter, Maya, and only 4 fouls have been committed total. So a really free-flowing kind of quarter, which is obviously suiting the Sharks right here.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice style of basketball to watch when we got just guys going up and down in transition. Some really clean verticality as well at the rim.
Casey Nafor checking in here, bring a little bit of that youthful exuberance.
Just spoke about clean verticality, and now Boone and KC
This will be a big one here, you know. It'll be another foul on Boone, just checking straight back in, and he'll catch one, that's big.
Yeah, that's Boone's second. Not too much of a danger zone, but definitely something to keep an eye on. He won't want tally up to 3.
Definitely won't want to get 3 before the half. So we're looking to attack him if I'm the Bulls.
Crossbatch has been hugged the entirety of tonight. Cameron feeling confident. Pull up 3, no good.
Stagnated a little bit, the Bulls in their offense, just kind of getting into those one-out shots right there.
Oh, Josiah Alec too fast for his own good, but draws another foul. No 4 whistled for that one. It just doesn't seem like there's an answer for Alec at the moment.
Now forcing the issue a little bit there, but like you said, aggressive and playing downhill and caught Casey out of position. And will he get free throws here, or?
I think that just might be foul number 4 of the quarter. He's
got
drawn.
these young wipers out here doing their business again, going crazy.
I hope that, like, you don't get paid to be a floor wiper, but I feel like they deserve to be at this
paid
point.
with love. The best, you know what I mean?
The labor of love.
There you go.
The labor of love. Alec, he's drawn 4 fouls of the Bulls' 11 they've committed. Just been unguardable tonight, as the Sharks will opt to take a timeout here. Haven't taken one yet, up 11. 4 minutes to go.
If you got one up your sleeve, great time to buy some lungs here, like you said, especially if you're not rotating really deep. And up 11, really good quarter for the Sharks here.
Yeah, it's a tough position for the Sharks. They've obviously got a really good 5 that start for them too. Kaha Cooper playing 23 off the bench. But it's pretty hard basketball to sustain for a whole season if you've got, you know, 5 to 6 guys you're rotating.
Yeah, you're right, it is. And ideally, you're at least going 9-10 deep. But if you are in that scenario, you're being really smart with your fouls and probably playing a lot of zone. You're not extending too much. Really smart with your timeout. So you can see what Coach Yim is trying to do here.
Absolutely, and a piece that will help them a lot. Will be coming after he finishes his season in Japan is Sam Timmins, and man, that's going to have some gravity.
Oh man, I mean, it'll be a totally different looking outfit then, you know, when you add someone of that size and stature along with Alec in there. I'm sure his, you know, he'll feel great about having another workhorse down there with some size.
That's going to be a really hard answer for teams as well. 2 6'8" dudes, and then you throw in Sam Timmins, who's what, 6'11"?
Yeah, length and size and skill. So be interesting to see how they finish out the Sharks. Showing great signs here.
If you like these uniforms or any of your favorite team's uniforms, you can head along to the team merch site. Alec, just a monster tonight.
I love that. That was bully ball. He just ducked straight across his chest. Drop step layup with the left. Chance to put him up 14 here with less than 4 in the second.
An absolute workhorse, Josiah Alec. Up to 11 and 8 already. And bangs that one home from the Chemist Warehouse stripe for good measure as well. 4 for 5. Of course, every free throw.
You can hear him communicating here, Maya. I really love this kid's game, Alec.
Oh, Russ Batch. You can't give him that much space, the veteran.
Is Alonzo off right now? Is that what happened?
Take a
I've
look.
seen him get that much separation the whole evening.
Yeah, he finally got some breathing room he's been praying for. That's a great get for the Bulls as well. A settler of a bucket. Oh, Josiah Alec can do it all.
Fine.
Burden from deep. Oh, the answer from Burden. The Sharks.
Great find and great relocate by by Zoe Alonso there and knocks that three down. He's a great three-point shooter. Son of Willie Burden, one of the greats all time from Aotearoa.
Yeah, for sure. An NBL legend and Tūlak legend too. Oqueta. The Bulls missing some bunnies tonight. Some uncharacteristic looks for the likes of Oqueta and Hardy. Oh, Alec again. How many times has that man fell over tonight?
That's fine.
Don't want to leave that man all alone. An unorthodox rebounding situation. I don't know if Oqueta realised. Yeah.
That's old school.
I haven't seen that a lot of my time here. Sebastian Gleim at helm has whistled for his second timeout. They trail by 14, Lindsay. That's a very interesting position for the Bulls, and you know, on paper, probably not the position that they would have thought they'd be in.
You're right, you know, and we were looking at those numbers earlier on, and everyone else was picking Southland to go down by a lot. But if I'm the Bulls right now, we're just talking about winning the next possession and stacking up positions right here and trying to get this thing below double digits headed into the half and get a little bit of momentum and confidence. If you're Southland, you're obviously trying to stack up on what you've got going and finish this half strong. Look after the basketball, which they've done a great job of so far.
An interesting thing to note, 4 from 18 from deep. Sorry, 4 from 19 from deep for the Franklin Bulls tonight, and 34% from the field. So we've spoken about it before, creating great looks, but just actually can't find the bottom of the net tonight.
And if we're being honest, Maya, I'd have to say, like, there has been a large percentage of those that have been semi-contested, which, you know, you can live with if you've hit 2 or 3, but a lot of them have come early in the shot clock and off broken plays and have kind of come back to bite the Bulls a little bit in the second quarter, and it's played into Southland's favor.
Yeah, they've got enough talent to work the ball enough to find uncontested looks, and the ball is flowing like that for them against the Nuggets, but we see it when teams get in deficits like this, the offense becomes stagnant. Timeout should do it though for the Bulls, and like I said before, if you like the merch you're seeing on your screen or you have a favourite team, you can scan that QR code to shop online or head to the Sterling Sports website.
Little trap here.
Caleb Asbury, great heads-up play there, uses his BNZ player timeout. Yeah,
it's interesting, the more I do this, like, you've got to be aware of that if you're the Sharks coming out of a timeout, you know, when you're down, you're up 14, the other team is probably going to apply pressure, so let's be ready for it and not have to burn that timeout. But heads up play by Asbury to advance the ball here.
And scan that QR code to get your chance to be in to win tickets to the big game. BNZ inspiring the next generation of Kiwi ballers here in Aotearoa. Asbury, mid-air finds Hilo instead. Drops it down to Alec, but the ball's all over that one.
Bounce pass to the big again.
Uh-oh, that's dangerous. Russ Batch rims out.
Rebound. Alec is
beast.
all over the show. And with the push on the breakout dribble.
A magnet to the ball is Alec.
Boone just steadying the ship. Asbury likes this matchup.
Hardy comes across, does well to not foul. A lot of pace out of this timeout. Hardy, there he goes, finds his touch.
And he'll like to see that one going 3 for 8 right now, and that's a big hit for him. He's cutting this thing to 12, under 2.
6 assists already on the night for Tay Hardy, though. The creation doesn't stop just because the scoring isn't there.
He's facilitating well for sure, but the eye test just said he's not himself right now, but still a lot of game time to play in second half to come.
Oh, the ball swung so nicely. Helu, the cherry on top.
And if Johnny's hitting that, Bulls are in trouble. And they just look like a real tight group, you know, playing with a lot of confidence and happiness right now, which is cool to see. Hasn't been an easy start for the Sharks group.
Yeah, it's great to see them really finding their feet at this point. Had the great win we spoke about over the bye. Had a tough loss to the Saints. Competed relatively well with the Tuatara. And here they are, 15-point lead and keeping the Bulls to 35. Approaching that halfway mark. That's a really great defensive effort from the boys from Southland.
Massive effort from them backing up, you know, on a short turnaround and against a really talented group. And have to say, hate to sound like a broken record, but this guy Alec is leading from the front, and it's like, you know, his teammates are kind of taking on what he's bringing in regards to showing the way that they need to work. So big props to him right now.
Yeah, you love seeing imports come in and be obviously the main part of their offense, but also just doing those little things. He's been on every board. He's been first to the floor almost every time there's been a competition for it. Up to 9 rebounds already.
It's 12 and 9 already.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's not even about the stats with him, so massive impact.
And no answer for him so far either from the Bulls. Just can't seem to hack the talent he has. Okweta. Again, Burden just giving so much physicality to Rusbatch. He can take a sigh of relief there, Rusbatch, finally getting a foul call.
You've seen them run that play before the Bulls. They like to run that for their shooter, a little screen, re-screen action, and 2-3 zone here from the Sharks.
Oh, Okweta gets up, slams it home.
Tried to buy them a position there, but lost one, and they actually look more comfortable matched up in man right now, the Sharks.
That was a great settler bucket, though, for Okweta. Keeping it to 13. Well, Boone likes a bit of space there. Too long, and the Bulls now led by Tay Hardy.
Good D.
Yeah, Asbury being a pest as per it. Ball swinging, Ethan Rusbatch gets a long closeout every time, but can't finish again. A low field goal percentage tonight for the Bulls.
Great rim protection and rebound there by Alec.
Caleb Asbury from deep. Oh, and the Sally too. 2 hands in the air.
Big hit there. Bump this thing back out to 16. Last position here if the Bulls want it. They'll flatten out. Probably play out of the middle on ball with Hardy. You can see Boone here just clogging things up, leaving Okweta in the corner.
Right open in the corner for
Maybe
Okweta.
for it.
Exactly what the
They've
Bulls...
already used their player timeout.
Oh.
Tobias is right.
Yeah. Cameron, he can't believe it. Should be a technical foul if you call for a player timeout.
Boone said, I'm out of here. I like it. That's the type of move I would have pulled. I'm gone, man.
See you later. Well, the Sharks, they head in to halftime with an unexpected 53-40 lead. We'll be back very soon with some stats.
Alright, something very special here. We've got Mikey, we've got Terrell as well. You can check out. They're online as well on every platform known to man. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. They're on TikTok as well. Joel is going to be doing something very special here. Now, how this works, we have a little practice shot. Uh-oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Even netball alone, that's a very netball shot, but let's think it might work. What we're going to do is give her a little bit of a warm-up, then we're going to go blindfold her, and on the line, $10,000 cash. Thanks to Furniture Clearance Center. Mikey and Terrell. All right, and we need the supporters to give her heaps of cheers. If she lands the bucket, we're going to cheer as loud as we can. All right, Mikey, here we go, Terrell. Known as JoJo around these parts. She's an ex-radio sports worker as well, so she might know one thing or two about sport here. Let's get behind Joel, make some noise! Joel, 6 million fans for tonight! Done that before. You just said no, I didn't know you should. Well, I tell you, the place to go. Furniture Clearance Centre, 33 Nelson Street. 10 grand. What do you think about that, Franklin? Make some noise! All right, let's have a quick chat. What do you reckon on that one? No? You reckon they're winning or not? Oh, no! Oh, I know, it's just a big joke there for online. Make sure you go line and check that one out. Oh, Mikey's in trouble now. He's a big stripe here. And Joelle, well, she's a happy camper nonetheless. Let's hear it for her. Good job. Good splits. Check them out online as well. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
No, my hockey my, welcome back here. Second half action coming shortly here in the Stockyard. The Sharks with that 53-40 lead. They've just been absolutely lighting it up. The boys from the Deep South. Maya Williamson here alongside the GOAT, Lindsay Tate. Lindsay, what are your thoughts been so far?
Yeah, like you said, Maya, the Sharks are shooting the lights out right now. 60 overall, 68 from 2, 50 from 3. They're also out rebounding Franklin, which I wouldn't have picked coming into this game. One thing they do have to do is look after the ball. 11 turnovers for the half. Well,
it's been Boone and Alec for the Sharks. Aquita, the only player in double digits. There it goes again, Alec. A double-double. You've been a big fan so far.
12 and 10. I've been all over him this game, but hopefully if you all are watching this game, you can see why. He's my MVP right now. Shout out to Tukes, though. 8 points, all 8 points for the Sharks off the bench, scoring-wise as well. Tukaha Cooper.
7 assists for Hardy and a few apiece for everyone else. He's been a great facilitator tonight. Just can't put the ball through the bottom of the net, unfortunately.
Still got a whole half to go, though, so one of the top performers. Be looking out for him. Second half, big half for Tay.
A block apiece for Hardy. And Boone, he's a great athlete. Been great on the defensive end. Have the Sharks.
Sharks have been really solid defensively this evening.
3 steals for Tobias Cameron. He's been electric and a great spark plug defensively for the Bulls.
Yeah, more importantly, 2 charges. Again, don't show up on the stat sheet, but massive plays from Tobias.
So as you mentioned, it's been all Sharks. They've just been so hot to start. What's the quick answer, do you think, coming out of the half-time point for the Bulls?
See, the Bulls have actually had some really good looks that they've just left short. Uncharacteristic, as we keep saying. I wouldn't expect that for them, so just stick to the script. And defensively, they're going to have to make some adjustments, especially with Alec playing in the paint and getting these easy scores.
As you can see, it's a great atmosphere here in Pukekohe. Plenty of basketball still to play. Don't go anywhere here on Sky Sport. No mai hoki mai. Welcome back here. Sal's NBL action on Sky Sport. The Franklin Bulls hosting the Southland Sharks out here in Pukekohe. Great to have you joining us wherever that may be. Sky Sport, ESPN or FIBA YouTube. It's been an absolute ball game from the boys in the deep south. Just flame throwing it here to get an early 53-40 lead. Maya Williamson here alongside Lindsay Tate. Lindsay, it's been all Southland so far. They've just done so well on both ends of the floor.
It has Meyer and Keelan Boone quietly in less than 19 minutes. He's picked up 12 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Got a foul late to get up his second foul, but imports have been massive for the Sharks again in this game. And Asprey almost double digits as well. He's been a menace getting downhill and finishing in the paint.
Alec as well, being your favourite, 12 and 10. Double-double already at half-time.
He has. I think they're tired of hearing me talk about him right now, but he's been killing. 12, 10 and 3. And for me, more importantly, just, you know, the energy, communication, the way that his teammates look like playing with him. He looks like a fun kid to play with.
And interestingly, if you just see there on the mix and pick poll, the Bulls still the heavy favourites to win.
Yeah, that might still be buffering. I'm not sure how quick that is to fix, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Sharks look like they got a decent shot at it, but I'm not going to lie, I think the Bulls are going to make a run in the second half and make it a ball game.
I mean, so much talent on their side, right? Tay Hardy, Oqueta, Cameron, Rusbach and Glogie, they're starting 5. All threats in the Sal's NBL, but it's been a dirty day at the office. 36% from the field, 5 from 21 from 3. They've held on to the ball well, 6 turnovers only, and have rebounded well too. But their offense just has not been able to formulate the way they would have liked.
Yeah, dried up a little bit in that first half, but basketball is a game of runs, and they are at home, and I would not expect Tay to, at least offensively from a scoring perspective, put up that type of half again. So I'm betting that the Bulls are going to run them close in the second half. Maya, that's my prediction as the so-called expert.
So cool. I think you can coin yourself an expert, Lindsay. But you're right, plenty of basketball to be played. It's going to be an exciting second half. This Bulls team is tenacious, and they're not going to go down without a fight. Rusbach as well, coming off a 27-point performance, 8 triples. Would love to see him get more involved too. Only 8 points so far on the night. Of course, an NBL legend at this point, 32 years old, in his 13th NBL season, I believe.
Yeah, E had a great career so far and plenty more tread on the tires. And Alonzo Burden next to him, who's a veteran now, he's doing a great job of sticking to the scout and not letting E get any airspace right here in this first half.
Burden's 5th season with the Sharks. He's really found home in Invercargill. We'll be underway here in Pukekohe, like we said. Franklin providing for some hoops on the Easter weekend, underway by way of the Bulls. They'll be desperate for a good start to this half. Gloger finds Hardy, an empty corner on ball. Hardy looks to eat, and that's a great start to the half.
Yeah, nice. They tried to get Ethan off early with that little Iverson cut, but it ended the play with Tay getting downhill to the cup, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered, an easy layup to start the half.
Back to 11 here. Stop. Could be interesting, but Josiah Alec and Stop do not go together.
The ball there.
Shot clock winding down. Asbury's going to have to pull somehow rid of his defense. Oh, and they come up with the offensive rebound.
Good find.
Burden. Oh, he goes 3 for 4 on the night.
Jody Hello, great find there, and he's been really solid for them at both ends, defensively and decision-making. Another assist for him.
Oqueta.
That'll be Boone's 3rd, so something to keep an eye on there for the Sharks.
Coach Jim will be deliberating.
Tukaha Cooper, the only player to score off the bench for them right now, so see how they play this. I'd say they'll keep him out there and try and keep him safe.
Yeah, it was only 7 bench points against the Fi as well for the Sharks, so definitely not a team that runs deep. Twitter, 10 points on the night for the 22-year-old.
And this will be it, like you kind of alluded to earlier, Maya. Southland out to a lead here, but they don't rotate too deep, so 19 minutes of game time left. That'll be the game. Bulls chasing and Southland trying to move the pieces around.
Well, fatigue be a factor. We'll definitely find out in no time as Aquita splits those two from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Every point counts because every free throw made in NZNBL helps build a community for those in need, thanks to the Hoops and Schools program. Boone. Couple bites of the cherry. Oh, smacks at the pinata. Gets the lollies, but must have stepped out of bounds.
You just got a foot on the line there, unfortunately, but great job on the O boards. Franklin will bring it down here, down 13.
Hardy at Hammer point guard duties. He's been so good for the Bulls this season. Averaging 21 points.
2-3 zone here, Maya, for Southland. After Boone picked up that third foul.
Oh, Glogat again. Right place, right time, always for the German, up to 7 points. And a great pass as well from Aquita.
Great find by Aquita, you're right. Love it when there's a big that can facilitate like that.
Boone from 3. Oh, money! From the wing for Boone.
We'll take him up to 15, I believe.
2 from 6 on the night. And there he is at the other end.
Mr. Boone.
Gloga, the hook. Oh, doesn't usually miss those.
Doesn't, you're right. Had a few of those this evening. Great push, great fun.
Oh, Hilo. All gas, no brakes, finds Alec.
Is that condensation, I think, again on the floor, Maya. They have to stop the game here. Aquera went down and get that wiped up.
Yeah, those boys are putting in an absolute shift with those towels.
And shout out to the bros. They're putting in some overtime today.
Hope they get some free sales pizza.
There you go.
45-61. This could be the biggest lead of the game for the Sharks.
Still in the zone here, the Sharks.
Included the little runner. That's nice.
It is nice, and be interesting to see how long they stay in that. 2 easy layups out of this zone so far for the Bulls. He's great at these cross-court skips, Alec.
Oh, Burden rids of Rustbatch. Burden quietly on fire. 4 for 5.
Yeah, there you go. Then both of them boys can shoot. If Alonzo knows that you can shoot, bro, please believe that Zoe can shoot that thing. That's on the scout.
Hardy, no cabbage shots around here. Gets that one to fall.
Oh, was that his third? Could have been a charge there too, Maya.
Oh, Halo hesitated for a second. And then front rims that one. Cameron, though.
And there he is, Josiah Alec again, just being a nuisance on the O boards, and he will earn Southland another possession there. This won't show up on the stat sheet, but these are the type of plays that win basketball games.
Yeah, he's been relentless on the glass.
Yeah, him and Boone are a problem. Not the tallest of stature, but long, active. I mean, think of like Mika Vakona, Dennis Rodman type bodies, just quick to the ball.
You got to pay attention to them at all times. And there he goes, getting amongst.
There you go.
High character guy.
They even gave him the face towel, the small one.
Oh, look at him. Oh, Josiah Alec. He has been a star of the NBL so far. So much to love about him. He's a hooper, but he's a guy with fashion as well.
He does. He look like he got a cool energy about him. Great cut. Oh.
Yeah, Asbury.
Those are just backbreakers if you're the Bulls right now on those out of bounds plays, just late, you know, miscommunication on these switches, and just to give up a layup at this stage of the game is not what you're asking for.
Asbury so good off the ball as well, explosive off that first step. Earns himself a trip to the Chemist Warehouse. 9 points on the night for him, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Off the back of a 2024 season with the Sharks, 16.5 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Goes 2 for 2, and it's all Sharks at the moment. It was a great start to the quarter for the Bulls, but the Sharks have dominated so far.
Staying with this zone here, just buying some time with a little bit of foul trouble on Boone.
Oh, stop on a dime, does Tate Hardy. But again, unfriendly rims. Oh, get out the way, it's Boone! Slamming it at home. And just like that, Lindsay, it's almost a 20-point game. We have to take another look. Oh, just a red sea touch. And Boone throws it down. Wow, he has been unreal tonight.
Yeah, he's been great for them. Following on from his game against the Phi, where he really found himself and finished the game for them. And opposite to that right now, Franklin really got a lot to talk about in this timeout, you know. Things have started to fall apart the last couple of minutes, so really got to tighten up. Too good a team to let that type of position happen this late in the game.
A 19-point deficit. Definitely not what the Bulls would have anticipated. And not the position they would have thought they'd be in at this point.
Especially not at home, you know.
Yeah, they definitely have the home crowd advantage. A lot of people showing up for their hometown team. Just see there, Flynn Cameron not playing. So
The classic camera block. Old school from the young buck.
Yellow heads up late. Probably got taught that by his dad.
And again, missing Flynn, you know, big miss for them this evening, but plenty of talent over there for the Bulls to handle business this evening. So really strong showing from the Sharks to start this game.
Couple of enforcements off the bench as well. Vinyl, Norfor, and Jones will get some minutes here, seeing if they can maybe shake some things up for the Bulls.
Yeah, and I like that from Coach Gleam, you know. Sometimes the starters aren't getting it done or things aren't going your way, and you've got to get some fresh legs in there to shift the energy in the building.
Rusbatch buries it from deep. That's the Rusbatch we know and love.
I like that too, a little pin down play for Casey, catching your best shooter coming out of the corner, and he knocks down a 3. Cut this thing to 15 here.
His third of the night. Rusbatch.
Oh, good find.
Yeah, Alec, he's so dangerous from that position.
That was a great ducking, and that's a great defender he's going against there too, but he made that thing look easy, Alec.
16 for Alec tonight.
Good reject, good find.
Casey, Norfor, is so active in that position. Great find from Cameron, you're right. And a foul whistled against Southland. That's the kind of basketball the Bulls want to play right now.
It is. Great reject to the baseline there by Tobias, and finds his big at the rim for a couple of free throws with the clock stopped. So they can get their defense hit here as well, the Bulls. I'd like to see them extend a little bit off these free throws, especially with the young group in.
And apply a bit of full court pressure, make it hard.
The Southland's not rotating deep. Got to shift the energy a little bit, turn up the tempo. Asprey's being asked to play huge minutes as a guard as well, so I'm gonna put some heat on his legs.
Yeah, 22 minutes thus far for Asprey. Check out Hakuba, he's been electric off the bench himself. Leaves that one short. A tassel for the offensive rebound will stay with the Sharks.
And Ethan's right there. You know, that was probably not the best shot selection by Tukes, but Bulls just let that O board go out of bounds, so they need to take care of these positions here, the Bulls.
14 seconds for the Sharks. Plenty of time here. Alec looks to seal. Alec being pushed out to the 3-point line. Asprey finds some space, buries it. Man, it's been a night of shot making for the Sharks.
Yeah, that's a second for the third, and both of them look lights out, not like missing at all. Asprey's having a quarter here.
Here goes the defensive activity, but the Bulls will maintain possession. Rusbatch, step back. Offensive rebound. Jones. Oh, man, it has just been one of those days.
Yeah, and with good intent here, getting a little bit rushed, the Bulls.
Asprey. Thought he might pull that.
Yeah. Could have got a little heat check up there. Why not?
Finds Alec. Oh, Rusbatch.
Would have been better than a turnover.
Nice active hands from the vet. Vinyl. Very confident young man in this league. Cameron.
Good D by Boone there.
Yeah, nothing easy for the Bulls. Shot clock is below 7. It's going to be Rusbatch. Oh, I thought he got hit on the arm. But it's going to be a rebounding foul nonetheless. Pukekohe Cooper a little bit overzealous with his contact on the offensive rebound. And that's 3 on Cooper. Will Ledger now in the ball game. Just the 2 guys they've rotated off the bench.
He'll give Alonzo Burden a quick blow, well deserved, and Ethan Rusbatch pops out wide open somehow.
He's missed his last 3, but
good find.
Yeah, Caleb Asprey. Bit of a Jordan logo kind of moment from him.
He thought he got a bit of contact there, but referee thought otherwise.
Try to do a boys connection in that 2-man game.
There you go, off that drags wing on ball. Good flash.
Yeah, this is nice basketball here. The Bulls are playing. Vano, he's a hibachi grill if he can get to that point. No good though.
Will Ledger on the boards. Johnny Hillu done a great job of getting them into their stuff today. He's been really solid. Good find.
The offensive rebound again from Cooper. He's relentless as well. It's been an identity piece for the Sharks tonight. And once again.
And even though they're not rotating deep, Maya, you have to say they're first to the ball right here. They're just outworking the Bulls, which is rare, especially in the stockyard, playing at home. So, but about 14 minutes to turn this thing around for the Bulls.
Yeah, they do have plenty of time. A 20-point deficit, not favourable, but doable. And they've got the home crowd to back them all the way home. Here's Flynn Cameron. Keelan Boone here, being impressive tonight. Has Anderson on him, will take that all day. Nutmeg his own teammate. Anderson. Here goes Hardy, downhill. It's a messy position so far for the Bulls. And again, Southland commit a foul.
I think that'll be Boone's 4th. Coach Jim will have to give him a blow here. Caleb just sat down. And then he stood back up.
He's electric. He has some energy there, man. Vinyl pulls from deep.
Good hustle.
Oh, Alec. Who else would it be? Flying into the sides.
That is what is up right there.
Gets up like it's no big deal.
Yeah, that is what is up. That's how you get after the basketball, young bucks. We're watching right there. That is what I need in my life.
Hopefully the Auckland Grammar Prem team is watching right now. Taking some notes.
You in Auckland and you play basketball, watch that. We need that. That ain't fake hustle either. That's real.
Look at that.
That's real.
No emotion on the face either, eh? He does that night in, night out.
He was not doing that for a cheer. Okay, I'm sorry. They've only got Boone here for 3, which is big.
Turnover.
Another turnover.
Yeah. They do a good job to slow in transition.
Uh-oh, here's a layup.
Yep.
Oh, good block!
No forces, no! Not in the stockyard, you don't.
Spoke too soon.
Hardy, can he answer it? Oh, cherry on the top for Hardy. That's nice for the Bulls.
Oh. It's sloppy there from the Sharks, but maintain position. And Tay Hardy with the free throw line pull up.
Helu over to Ledger, over to Cooper.
Southland done a really good job of controlling the clock here. Nothing forced.
Bit of a wayward pass for Helu. After the races go the Bulls. Vano, you can't leave him alone. But right now you can. All ear on that one for the young gun.
Already can see Caleb Asbury ready to check back into the game. And Boone likes this matchup down low.
Yeah, a lot of physicality on that one. It was bound to be a whistle. He has been hard to stop. When he's back to basket, has Boone.
Yeah, he's long and he's doesn't look like he's the heaviest, but he's definitely got length and skill, and saw Zion down there and took advantage. He'll get rewarded with a couple of free throws here. Great game for Boone last couple of weeks.
He's averaging 21 points, 8 rebounds, a block and a half a game as well. Stroking it from deep, 45% from the 3-point line.
Yeah, you're right. And they add Sam Timmins to this group with these imports, and Pukekohe and them find some confidence, and Southland could do some things down the stretch.
Yeah, great opportunity for Boone to really play on the perimeter as well. He's, like I said, stroking it at 45%, and that's off 8 attempts too. So he's a serious threat from the perimeter, Kevin Boone.
You know, if Asbury starts hitting at the clip like he was hitting at in this third, they're going to be a problem.
It's a redemption year for the Sharks. A almost wooden spoon finish for them last year. They have done an epic job in their off-season at recruiting and changing this thing around. The Bulls sitting at 54 points on the night, an extremely low scoring outing. And it's not stopping anytime soon. Oh, that's uncharacteristic, Lindsay.
This will be like, I think that's Tay's second turnover here in a small period, and he had another one that was deflected that they got back. So again, the word uncharacteristic keeps coming up for this group. Not like them.
Meanwhile, a great outing tonight for the Sharks. Been connected on all levels, you feel. Alec. Ooh. Oh, that's elite, man. That's elite.
There's a running left hook over a long defender. That's elite.
Oh, and Casey no for. Asbury runs away with the cheeky little fist. Far out, man.
That was a tough one there. Kind of like sometimes when you're the big, you get that little free shot on the run through, and yeah, Asbury did a great job of selling that. He kind of laughed at it as well, you know.
He knew what he was doing.
Tough call. But smart heads-up play from the PG.
So much momentum in the favour of the boys from the Deep South. Alec turns and goes himself.
No call.
Oh, ball gets stuck. And that was one of Alex's only misses tonight. He was 7 from 8 before that one there. We'll stay with the Sharks though. Burden will look to catch. Back to Asbury. Oh, the ball's flying for the Sharks.
Shot clock here.
Alec from deep. Shows off some range, does the big man. Ball's back the other way.
Great rebound by Aquera.
Hardy.
Nice left there by Hardy off the spin move.
Yeah, that's tough from Hardy. Just quietly up to 14 points now. 8 assists for the point guard as well.
Still 21 out here in front here. The Sharks, the end of the third.
Yeah. Oh, Aquera! No, sorry. His first block of the night. Love that battle of the big men. Just ticked under a minute here to go in the third quarter. Pukekohe providing some hoops on your Easter weekend.
There'll be free throws there. Just not the type of foul you want to give up in that scenario. Under a minute, we're in the bonus, and just a little ticky-tack one, so clock will stop, and one of the better free throw shooters in the building will go to the line.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is KC's night done. 5 fouls already for the big man off the bench.
Up on me.
Yeah, I know. I just looked and I said, oh, wait a minute, that's ticked over to 5. Oh, and that's tough for the Bulls, right? As we take a look. Sal's NBL highlight show every Tuesday night on Sky Sport.
It is, and you can see Marcel Jones over there doing his shoes up. If he thought that KC was going to foul out that quick, and a little bit undermanned today, especially big size the Bulls, so Marcel will need to be on call.
And that's devastating for the Bulls. They were looking to use KC probably a little more than they would usually.
You're right, and it would have been a great game to see him get a little bit more bump, but this is how the game goes sometimes. All learnings for youngsters.
It's a 23-point lead for the Sharks, and they've held on to this for a majority of the game. Hardy! The hoop and the harm, and a frustrated look.
What they were in there, Southland. They were kind of arguing about what they were in, and while they were doing that, Hardy just dribbled into their heart for a layup.
Yeah, right down Will Leach's chest and gets the finish. It's an encouraging sign for Hardy. It's a tough finish as field goal percentage back up to 53. and knocks that one down. He's 1 for 1 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Every free throw made going toward funds for the new Hoops and Schools program. Burden, heat check.
Oh, boards.
Yeah, plenty of boards tonight for the Sharkies. Josiah Alec doing something a little different.
Face-up game. One possession here for the Bulls to end the quarter, down 20.
They'd love a bucket here. Who's it going to be? Hardy. Oh! Shrugs off Burden.
Oh,
Gets the bucket. Tallies 2 to end the quarter. That's shifty from Hardy.
It's tough. He caught Zoe with just the straight crossover there. Thought the screen was coming. Got him on his heels. And great body control there by the PG to finish over the forward. Nice end to the quarter.
Yeah, nice end to the quarter indeed. It's 79-61. Still a dominant lead for the Sharks here. And Pukekohe, don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action coming right at you. No, my hooky my, welcome back. Fourth quarter action underway here on Sky Sport. The Sharks have been the front runners for all of today. 79-61 they lead. Plenty of action here still to come and an exciting fourth quarter ahead of us. Maya Williamson alongside Lindsay Tate.
Like that little play there the Bulls run to try and get a look for E coming out of the quarter. One of their better three-point shooters. Boone, corner three.
Wide
Exactly
open.
what Southland needed.
Yeah, all nylon there for
He's
Boone.
been playing great this evening.
There he is, active on the defensive end.
Good hand by Tukaha Cooper on Ethan Rosbach for the block.
It's been a tough gig for him. He has just been mauled by the Sharks.
It has got off hot the last game, and Southland have done a great job of following the scout and taking away that airspace, running E off the line all night. Good.
Quitter, the long-limbed activity.
Southland's done a great job of penetrating the strong side and looking weak side, corners and wings for those open receivers this evening. Been rewarded.
Boone catches it back to Asbury.
Ooh.
Shifty, as always. Boone loves that spot and buries it right on the buzzer. Boone up to 25 on the night. 4 triples for him.
Yeah, and he let that thing go with confidence.
As he should. Cameron the same. But can't bury that one. He had a bit of a tough old night from the stripe. 1 for 6 from beyond the arc.
Duck in.
Uh-oh. This man is dangerous.
There's and one.
Oh, and it's unsportsmanlike, Lindsay. Gloger Excessive contact.
That's a strong boy right there. I mean, he's a pretty strong cat, and he just ducked in front of him like it was nothing. See on the replay here. That's like when I'm playing against my sons. That's a strong dude.
Yeah, the Sharks really haven't been able to find, the Bulls haven't really been able to find a solid answer for the strength of Alec. And he'll be rewarded with a couple of shots from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. That was Ethan Rusbatch with the unsportsmanlike.
Even though it crept up on us, a big reason that Casey Nafora has had to go sit down as well, you know, dealing with the likes of Alec, ducking in and Boone, playing downhill the whole evening. That's how you pick up these fouls so easily.
Yeah, there's just no stopping Alec Boone really today. There he is again, 18 points and 11 rebounds.
Just love the way they're sharing the ball and managing the clock, and turnover there for the Sharks, but they haven't been forcing anything, just letting the game come to them, and it's reflective of the scoreline right here so far.
Turnover number 15.
Yeah, and
For the
that's
Sharks?
one thing, that they've turned the ball over a lot, but aside from that, that's probably the only blemish on the game for them this evening.
But only 6 points from turnovers for the Bulls, so haven't really turned it into much, Franklin. Spies Cameron.
A lot of switching from Southland defensively,
That's
interchangeable.
That's a great look for Ethan Rusbatch. He makes those.
That's his shot, absolutely.
He's 3 for 11 now from 3.
Peyton Hughes here checking in late for a little bit of energy, different look.
Sukaha keeps it alive just. Alec, a lot of time on the perimeter. Finds Boone. He absolutely loves that spot. And one more to the tally.
He is feeling good right now. That ring's looking like a hula hoop.
28 on the night for Keelan Boone.
Backing up from his game against the Fire just 2 nights ago, and there's another rebound for Keelan Boone.
Yeah, that's 7 rebounds and 3 assists to go along with 28 points. And a 27 plus minus as well.
Yeah, these 3 at the top of your screen here have been outstanding this evening for the Sharks.
Just a
Give me another one, young fella.
Oh, get out. Young. Oh, Keelan Boone.
Hey, you got to give it up to the Sharks team, man. They've battled, you know, been a little bit undermanned, but they playing together and they look like they're having fun. So hats off to them right here, giving it to the Franklin Bulls at home right now.
Textbook basketball, but the Franklin team, the fans out in Franklin are not letting up. Scan that QR code and have your say. Play with your family and friends. Look, I don't know if that's quite right.
You got to love it though, man. If Franklin are rolling with their home crew, that's how they roll over there. They always show up for their team, so sticking with them all the way to the end.
Shooting from the Sharks tonight. 15 from 28 from the 3. That's 53%. Meanwhile, the Sharks are the Bulls are 6 from 33. Below 20% from the three-point line and 36% from the field. They have just really struggled.
Yeah, and it's a interesting thing, the game of basketball and confidence, you know. You miss a couple of easy ones early on and that ring starts looking like it's the size of a needle head, you know, and then you make a couple and then all of a sudden that thing looks like the ocean. And it's what it looks like right now for Southland. They're playing real confident, and Franklin look like they're getting some of the young boys in here. Harry Coker Gray, Peyton Hughes, Christian Vano. Nothing to lose this late in the game. Try and make a run at it.
Mix and pick game MVP poll. Scan the QR code and have your say. Keelan Boone, of course, leading the way, 53%. He's got 31, 7 and 3. Ethan Rusbatch, as well as deservedly Alec up there in the mix too. Vano to Oquita. No, he pulls up instead. Great job on the offensive rebound, creating some extra opportunities. Oquita finds Anderson.
Great hand by Boone on that contest.
Oh, quarterback-esque from Caleb Asbury, but Burden sells the highlight play. Unfortunate for Burden there. Coker Gray takes it at the vet.
Yeah, and that's Harry's game. Playing downhill, playing off that Euro. He'll get a couple of free throws and Alonso's trying to figure out why he didn't get that call at the other end since he's been in the league 4 times as long.
Yeah, Coca Graham, only 19 years old, out of Auckland. Was at Mount Albert Grammar, I believe, coached by
That's
Daryl
right.
Cartwright. He's been under some really great development. He was named Development Player of the Year last year for the Franklin Bulls too. So
Harry, you're a really talented young guard wing coming through. Good kid. Good young man, should I say so.
give him the respect he
Yeah,
deserves.
good young man.
And makes that there from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, but it's a dominance from the Sharks tonight. They lead by 31. It's been that man there who's been one of their issues. Asbury finds Alec, finds Burden, finds Alec. Oh man, he's so good. He's just so good at
Can't
basketball.
switch on him down there. If you don't have a big on him, he's going to exploit that and score, which is great to see a big of his stature playing out here like this.
22, 12 and 6 for Alec. 23-year-old in his rookie pro season, looks like a vet.
You can hear him communicating from here, from the booth, which is another thing that jumps out at you. Boone on the boards. He is long.
That's 8 now for Boone, flirting with a double-double. Finds Hilo. He's been solid tonight too.
Real solid.
Burden wide open as Asbury.
These shots are like wide open right now. Why there's not a lot of resistance from this young Bulls group.
Just being forced to rotate so much are the Bulls.
Another rebound for my man Boone. He's going for that double-double, all right.
31-point double-double,
Yeah,
not too
that'll
bad.
work.
And
Getting into this wing action. Good find.
oh, he's such an athlete. Look at that catch there. Wide receiver-esque from Josiah Alec. Gets the towel as well. Wipes his face. We'll take another look at
wiping
that.
this on the floor, man. I'll wipe my face with it.
Oh, Josiah Alec.
He is strong. He looked like he'd been in the weight room. See you, young fella.
Didn't even get bumped off whatsoever from any of that contact. Just puts it in off the glass, up to 23, Josiah Alec. Efficient as well, 64% from the field for him tonight.
Real efficient.
Yeah, and that's 6 for 7 from the free throw stripe too. So Chemist Warehouse stripe, my apologies.
Mismatch here for Marcel Jones. Good find. On the weak side.
Dirty.
Cooper with another rebound.
Dirty day at the office for the Bulls from deep. 6 from 37, Lindsay.
Yeah, that's a 20-25 stat right there.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you would not have got that many shots up if we only made 6 of them, but that's how the game now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can stack up so many points so quickly, you just keep firing them up there, but you can run that problem of ending up 6 for 40 like they are close to this evening.
Here it is. Your game MVP mix and pick poll. Keelan Boone deservedly leading the way there. We've spoken about him a lot, but he deserves all the love in the world. 31 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 62% from the field, and 6 for 10 from 3. This man can do it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And first game I've got to see up close of the Sharks team, and again, I really like these 3 imports. They've been really impressive this evening, and the supporting cast as well has really stood up. So shout out to the Sharks this evening and Coach Young.
And coming into this game, the Sharks were 3 and 5. They're sitting at 10th on the ladder. And now they're going to go 2 on the bounce after beating the Fire, now the Bulls, who are second on the ladder. Very encouraging signs. You feel as though they're really finding their feet.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't have picked them to knock the Fire over at home or the Bulls before this week. So
especially not like this. This is a beatdown.
No, this is. So, you know, great signs for them. And again, some pieces to add for both teams. So relatively early in the season, but it's getting shorter and shorter every day.
That's round 6 already. Like, are you kidding? Of course, Sky Sport providing you with more basketball this week too. Southern Derby with the Nuggets and the Rams playing in Christchurch tomorrow. Tukaha Cooper. Nylon from the corner. And the Sharks are officially a part of the 100 club.
Tukaha will be up to 11 now off the bench, which is awesome for him here. showing out against the Franklin team.
Hayden Collier getting a bit more of a run too.
Cut on that weak side there.
Jones finds Varnor, who finds some space. And that's been the tale of the night. The Bulls just can't put the ball in the hoop. 63 points.
Some zone action here from the Bulls, a little bit out of sorts still, but 2-3 zone to finish the game, which is unusual when you're chasing a big score. Oh.
Hughes gets some contact in transition. Peyton Hughes been really good in Rapid League for the Bulls.
Yeah, local from out there, another one they've developed, Peyton. He's come a long way, and we'll get a couple of free throws here. Had a solid Rapid League game earlier, like you said, Maya.
Of course, our next up Bulls sweat wipers been put to the absolute work tonight.
A lot of those youngsters been playing in Easter tournaments all weekend as well, so shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out anyone who's been playing ball over the long weekend. Enjoying the Easter break.
I'm gonna be over Franklin 9 o'clock in the morning, Fano. That's love right there.
We love Pukekohe.
Oh, good
great find, Collier to Kaha. Wanted to go BTB from the corner, but didn't. Oh, Hughes.
Hit him with a mixtape. Ginobili.
Sharp eye from Hughes, keeps it in bounce. Bulls still battling hard, nonetheless. But a tough position to be in. I mean, 65 points, Lindsay. Yeah, that's a tough gig.
It really is, and struggling from the perimeter, but that's when we need to get paint touches and get to the free throw line. Or like this, play in transition.
Yeah, positive signs here from the young guns, causing some disruptions.
But it ends in another missed three, unfortunately.
That's a bit of a broken record from me tonight, but...
That ball in the back looks a little bit, oh, it's gone now, it's all good. He didn't look happy, the mascot.
Yeah, you know it's bad when even your mascot's defeated, eh? Yeah, this is a blinder of a performance from the Sharks. An unexpected one at that, you know, in the most respectful way you can.
For sure.
They have found their groove. Will Ledger, quiet little put-in.
Sneaky volleyball dunk there. Off the extended, looked like a little 1-2-2 press there.
Coca Gray has some space, and it's just been what the night's been, 6 from 40.
Yeah, then he called a timeout and tell them no more threes, y'all.
Yeah, it's just...
No more threes.
40 attempts, and you've made 6. Oh, that's tough, man. Oh, Halo, a different story for him.
Yeah. All right. Watch this.
That's how you do it. That's 17 for 32 on the other hand for the Sharks.
Take foul there, they'll empty the bench here, Southland.
Yeah, well, they've just really kept that tight rotation, right? It's just been to Kaha Cooper with 18 minutes off the bench, Will with 11. A couple of these Sky Broadband Rapid League young guns deserving some minutes here. Quake Webster, Dane Burdenshaw, Jack Ramage and Riley Snow.
Yeah, Burdenshaw getting some well-deserved burn. Had a great game in the Rapid League earlier, all season, actually.
Yeah, averaging 9.5 points a game in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Burdenshaw, Vano, another Rapid League star. Jones, the veteran, the offensive rebound and foul as well.
It's nice to get you a couple 2-3-0 boards at the end of the game.
And well, of course, every point matters in the NZNBL, right? The points percentage can determine where you end up at the end of the season. The FIBA were one of those teams that had the same win-loss record.
You're right.
Last year, but ended in, I believe it was 10th, or might have been a little higher, just because they had that lower points percentage.
On the points count back, Staying with this extended pressure here, the Bulls working on their stuff.
Jack Ramage from the corner. It's too long, almost 2 minutes to go in this ball game. Both teams looking to finish well. Varnot. I don't even want to say it anymore. We know what a night has been from 3 for the Bulls. You don't have to comment. Snow spins. The hook on the vet, can't get it to go.
Big boy, Snow.
Yeah, he is a big boy. 6'6", 6'7", I believe. out of Southland. Started in rugby, only converted to basketball in 2020. The young man, so doing well for himself.
Yes. With the young man Jackson Kiss that I found on a rugby field, turned into a half-decent basketball player.
Just a little NZ rep, it's no big deal. You claiming all that?
Not at all.
Yeah, those guys over in China at the moment, is it? For the
I think so, heading over there now, yeah. Looking at some of the talent headed into the Under-19 World Championships. Real special group.
Chloe Webster way off on that one. Have another bite at the cherry, Dane Burtonshaw.
Ooh.
He likes that, he's a shooter.
Yes. I like that when you get something too, not shy. From the Corey Webster school of thought. Let's get him up, microwave.
Hibachi Grill. Anderson. Hughes from deep, why not?
Hey.
Oh, there it is.
One of them's got to drop, yo.
Oh, they'll be praising the basketball lords. They crack 70 and they go 7 for 42 from 3.
Another corner 3 from the Sharks.
Oh, back-to-back Burtonshaw.
If there's one learning from this zone, it's that we've got to protect these corner 3s if we're the Bulls.
Took under a minute to go here. And at Pukekohe, it has been all Southland tonight. They have dominated from the get-go and they have looked like a complete different team.
They really have.
Nice heads-up play there from Hughes, but encouraging signs for the Sharks to go back-to-back on the road, and they'll be happy to travel back home.
Cody Perry will check in here, sorry Maya. Give Christian Butto a quick blow to finish the game.
Franklin Goat, Corey Perry. Him and his brother with the greatest mullets in the country.
Like you said, some of these brothers break their neck all week, you know, just to get a couple minutes burn here at the end of these games. So much respect to them for all the hours they put in unseen. I love the way that Canterbury always acknowledge their brothers that, you know, don't get a lot of burn, but you often hear them talk about them after the games, you know, for what they do during the week. It's massive.
Yeah, of course. Like, these guys are coming to training, what, 4 or 5 times a week, dedicating pretty much half of their life, if not kind of all of their life to,
It's messed up, but sometimes you do more than the starters because they're banged up, you know, and you're not getting paid a whole lot. So your hats off to the brothers that are, you know, putting their hours in unseen to try and bump themselves up that depth chart.
Yeah, definitely pays off. The work isn't for nothing. Burtonshaw leaves that one short. Couple of possessions left in this ball game. Corey Perry finds Hughes. He's happy to let that one go. It's going to land with Burtonshaw. The young gun's not holding up anytime soon. Webster hasn't had luck from 3. Hughes steps back, and just like that, that was all she wrote. The Sharks with an obliteration in Franklin, 114 to 71. Lindsay, the Southland Sharks look so on form.
They shot the lights out tonight, Maya, and what jumps out at me, 30 assists for the night. 30 assists, outstanding.
Well, it was all the Southland Sharks tonight. That's 2 on the bounce for them. They'll move up the ladder, no doubt. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sky Sport. Hope you've enjoyed the Easter weekend. I hope you enjoy the rest of it. We'll see you sometime soon. Ka kite anō.